What's up? Alright, we're all coupled in. Let's go, babies. We're still driving the PD 389, I believe. I changed the engine to Cummins 600 horsepower. Still got the 18 speed tranny. Trying to head back home to Nuevo Mexico. New Mexico. Hopefully without hitting anything. Gotta go left. Kinda laggy, man. What's going on? Nice. Now I'm not gonna be able to get through, dummy. I have to go this way. I don't know why it's laggy. Oh, that sheet metal, I guess. Get some good trucker stories going on. Don't do it. Don't do it. What are you doing, bro? What a guy, he just cut me off. I guess his Jake brake is broken. Can't even hear it. I like the noisy one. Decent. This one's weak. I didn't even hear it. Team Rotor. Oh, the new skins on the traffic are pretty cool. What are you doing, bro? That was a close one. Are you asleep, pendejo, or what? That was a really close one. Kinda lags in the number 2 camera. So we'll keep it 1 for now. Zigman? Is that how you pronounce it? Why is it only in 6th gear, man? It has an 18-speed transmission. Ashford. Page. Alba Crazy. That's home. It's gonna be awesome when they have Texas. I love Texas. Why are you going so slow, buddy? Let's check out this guy. No worries. I've been wanting it to rain. I got a new mod. Supposedly it looks more intense. Looks like it might rain. I-40 west, I mean east. Yeah, boy. Nuevo Mexico. Time to speak that proper English now, nah. They're letting us bypass the wait station. Ship rock, ship rock, ship rock. Oh man, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, crashed. Get back up and running. Gelato. Oh. Whoops. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hold on, guys. Hello. If you can hear me, Patty, know that I love you. Put it on speakerphone, Patty. Can't hear you. Dang it. Hold on. Thanks for the like, whoever threw me that like. Good people, you guys are good gente.
Hello?
Patty cakes, there you are.
What?
Why do people call you patty cakes?
Actually, you're the only one that does. So why do you?
I don't know, it just reminds me of like patty. It reminds me of patty cake. Patty cake,
Yeah?
patty cake.
Bakers meant bake me a cake as fast as you can. You pat it, you roll it, and you mark it with the beat. Put it in the oven for baby and me. Así?
Oh, those are the lyrics? I never knew
Yeah.
what they were. All I knew was patty cake, patty cake. Bake me a cake or something, no? Okay, sing it
Oh my
again.
god.
Patty cake, bake me a cake.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it goes patty cake, bake me a cake. Make me a cake as fast as you can. You pat it, you roll it, and you mark it with the beat. You put it in the oven for baby and me. Ah.
I thought you're supposed to preheat the oven first, you know?
Well, of course, because when you're patting and rolling, you're already heating the oven.
When you're watching a novela, no?
A movie, a novela, or just, you know.
Watching Sábado Gigante.
Dude, I haven't watched Sábado Gigante in like forever.
They took it off the air.
Did they?
That old man got hit with a lot of sexual harassment lawsuits. Don Francisco.
What? Well, he was kind of a pervert, though. He did like talk to the girls kind of weird.
He was a major perv. It was supposed to be like a family program. And era, vamos a tener a la más nalgona de la semana.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what?
See, that's why I thought it was okay to talk to women like that. I'm like, baby girl, you're upset with me because I'm sexualizing you. Like you can put your butt in my face or your boobs in my face. You know, wait a minute, you're upset that I'm asking you to do that? Is it because I'm not rich enough for you? I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, you're not supposed to treat women like that, you know? Back in 1926, we
That's
got
where
the
I went
right to
wrong.
vote. So can't treat us like sexual objects anymore, patty cakes.
And I do that all the time. Even right now, you know, I'm just like, it's not my fault you wanted to show me your boobs or your ass. You know, if you want to show it to me, like, I want to see it. Like, I want it in my face. Like, what's the problem?
We're very intellectual beings. Can't treat us like that, patty cakes. Like sexual objects.
Well,
Women are.
I know you know what, though? I know you're not a sexual object. However, though, you are very sexually attractive. So if I make your mind believe that I love you, if I make your mind believe that I want you for your brains, will you still fuck me?
Did,
Uh,
is that a known fact?
Not necessarily that it's a known fact. It's just a question I'm asking you. Like, if I take the time to know you, to know, like, like, do you like to read? Do you like to write? Am I mixed with the writing?
Yeah, see, so once you get to know somebody at an intellectual level, patty cakes, you can't treat them like a
Uh-huh.
piece of meat no more,
Well,
because they can
isn't that the whole
outsmart
reason
you.
why I got to know you at an intellectual level so that I could get into your pants?
I'm a
I
lady with
mean,
I'm a lady with class, you know.
okay. Sabes de
I'm
que,
old fashioned.
okay. You know what? And I get it, and I understand where you're coming from, but you're just not what I'm looking for right now. I was looking for somebody with more of a free spirit. And I get it, and I respect the fact that you can't do that for me right now. So why don't we just become friends?
Best
Like,
friends?
yeah, like good intimate friends, like I'll come over if you need help undressing, I can help you. If you have questions about stuff, I can help you with that too.
Sounds good then.
Ándale, pues.
Where'd you go eat sushi at? Oh,
Um, it's this place called Don Sushi off of Silver and Third Street.
that's where I told you to go. Remember?
Yeah, that's why we went there.
Was on sushi there?
I don't know. The sushi wasn't rolled very well, though. It was kind of loose. It was kind of like, girl, you need to work on your rap game.
The guy there, I think he's your uncle.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's from Aguascalientes también.
What? No way.
Yeah,
Dang, I should start talking to him next time, see where he's
yeah.
from.
Tell him Don
Like what pueblo?
Sushi. I think he's from the city.
No, yo soy de un pueblo eh, like, un pueblo piojoso.
¿Cómo se llama?
Mm, San Jose.
San José.
Mhm.
Eres ranchera.
Ay, ay. Well, mira, mi mom es de un pueblo que se llama San José de Gracia. Okay?
San Jose of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Y
cool.
my dad es de un pueblo que se llama Santa Elena de la Cruz.
And what brought them to? I'm like interviewing you right now. Okay, Patty Cakes.
Wait, say that again?
I'm interviewing you right now. You're like on my podcast.
I'm on your phone. Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Um.
Wait, so is this like live or is it?
No, I'm just playing with you. But I am gonna interview you though. So how
Ah,
come
okay,
how
bueno,
come
pues.
your parents came to America?
Um, ¿Sabes de qué no sé?
You never
My
asked them?
dad, well, my dad se vino desde como los 16, 17 años,
Uh huh.
And then he went back to el pueblo y vio a mi mami caminando en la plaza and was like,
Who's that Patty Cakes like that?
chaparrita, ¿te acompaño? You know? And then my mom was like, sí, all shy and shit. And then mi dad acompañó a mi mom a su casa. And I'm guessing that they started talking. And then, like 2 years later, they got married. So my mom and my dad were like 17, 18 when they met. And they got married when they were like 18, 19. Because anduvieron de novios como por un año. Después mi mami le dijo a mi dad, like, if you want my cookie, me tienes que ir a pedir. So then my dad went to go pedirla. Because my mom is a very My mom is a very respectable person. Like, you would think that coming from such a respectable person, number one, I would have been straight. Number two, I would have been respectable as well. But no, something happened. And then,
You got hit in the head, huh?
potentially, and then my mom and my dad got married. So they got married in December of 1985 or 84. 84. And I was born the following year.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So they got married in December. Bueno, por el civil se casaron en el like primero-ish de diciembre. Y my mom was still at home with her parents, you know, because allá pues te casas por el civil y por la iglesia antes de que te vas con el novio.
I like
Y
your parents.
luego,
They're old school. I like that.
yeah. Y luego, el 27 de diciembre de ese mismo año se casaron por la iglesia. And then I was born in October of the following year. So literally me and my mom got knocked up like in February, like potentially even like Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Because el 14 de octubre, el 14 de febrero, oh my God, cáncer y cosas. Just saying.
14 de febrero, what?
El 14 de febrero es Valentine's Day. Y yo nací el 14 de octubre. Come on, bro. It's exactly 9 months.
Oh, you're making calculations.
Yeah.
You're very smart with numbers, you know?
I can be. Not right now because I'm kind of tipsy, but I can be. And then, so my parents got married. They had me. In between having me, so like my dad nomás se quedó en el pueblo for like maybe 2 months or 3 months. Y luego se vino a los Estados Unidos to work, you know, because now he has a wife to support. So he came back to the United States. He was actually, I want to say that he was here in Albuquerque, but there's a potential that he was actually in California. I really don't know. I've never asked, you know. Not that I don't care, but I don't care. And then,
It's not that you don't care, it's just that it's kind of interesting to know. Like your dad probably has some stories from the 80s.
right? And then, my dad went back to Mexico for a few months. I was born, and then he was there for me to be born. And then he came back to the U.S. and he was in the U.S. for like 3 years. And then he went back to Mexico and impregnated my mother once again.
Uh-huh.
And then my twin brother and sister were born in 1991. No? They were born in 1991. And then that's the year when my dad was like, o te vienes conmigo o te quedas aquí. Pero ya no voy a regresar. Type of thing, you know? So my mom was like, oh, why did I say me voy contigo, viejo? You know? So my mom came to the U.S. So I was born in Mexico, and so were my brother and my sister because it was too soon. Like, my mom was already fat and shit, you know, so she couldn't really cross the border, like, being fat like that. So then she had the babies in Mexico.
You're
and
so
then,
mean. You're so
I'm not mean, I'm
You
truthful.
don't get fat, of course. You get, let me find
Pleasantly
the proper
plumped.
word for that.
Pleasantly plumped. You get pleasantly plumped.
No, there has to be a nice, like, big word for that. Impregnated. There you go. So continue, please. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
But then my mom comes over to the U.S. Okay?
Impregnated.
Literally, my brother and my sister are like 10 months old. Okay? I'm 5 years old. Ya casi los 6. Well, I would be 6 that year.
So you went
And
to
my
school in
mom,
Mexico?
yeah, I went to school for a few years in Mexico. Los cuatro, cinco, seis. Yeah, 3 years. I
What do you
was too
remember?
young. What do I remember? Like a shit ton of things. You know what? It's very surprisingly because donde está el Cristo roto, there was actually a that's where me and my dad would go hunting. So my dad was really good con una resortera. You know what a resortera is?
Yeah, a slingshot.
Yes. So my dad was really, really good with the slingshot. So
What did
I'm
you
actually pretty
hunt?
good with the slingshot. So we would get codornices, víboras,
What?
conejos,
Hold on, Gordonices.
pájaros,
What's that?
buches. A codorniz, it's a
Algordo.
bird.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hmm.
That's cool.
So I was always able to eat meat when I was little because my dad was really good with that as well. We would go to the lake and I would help him pick the smooth rocks. So don't fuck with me because I know how to shoot a slingshot. Anyways,
That's pretty impressive. I like slingshots.
they're good. They're a good tool. They're a good weapon.
Se parten la madre ya.
Hmm.
¿Qué comes?
Si no te, si no te puedo partir la madre con una piedra, te la parto con el listón. Pero, you know, that's a story for a different day.
Well, I saw David
So,
defeated Goliath, you know that? With a slingshot.
hmm I used to date a guy named David before.
That was nice.
He was super nice.
My name is David.
He was white.
Yeah.
Hmm. He was cool.
David the white guy.
And then, uh-huh.
Y luego?
He was. So,
Oh, going back to Mexico, you were telling me what do you remember from like growing up?
mm, I remember that we had to carry water in buckets. Mi papá Valentín would actually have, like, you know how like you see those pictures of the old men que están cargando cubetas de agua, like one on each side?
Dang, your dad must have been all fuerte, no? No wonder your mom couldn't yeah.
No, that wasn't my dad. That was my papá Valentín. My papá Valentín was my favorite grandpa.
Oh.
He would he was really, really super strong. He would move rocks for a living. Lo mordió una víbora and he survived it.
What? A
He had
víbora?
cancer. Yeah, una víbora de cascabel and he survived it.
A
Lo,
rattlesnake, huh?
mhm.
Ooh.
Le dio el cáncer and he survived that too. That man died of pneumonia after surviving a rattlesnake bite and cancer without chemo.
Wow.
I was 10
Mexico?
years old when he died. Yeah, I was 10 years old when he died.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I cried for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
And I could eventually hear him when I was in middle school. I'm kind of tipsy right now, so this is a lot of information, so you need to keep up because I can't be able to repeat it. But when I was in middle school, I used to hear my name being called out in the hallway, and it was just like his name. It was just like his voice, old and raspy, just the way I remember it. Una vez, he was at our house, because vivíamos junto a una presa, and he was at our house, and estábamos viendo unas piedras, like from one side to the other, because we were clearing it up so that we could build another room. Because you know, in Mexico, pues tienes que limpiar la propiedad tú mismo, y pues most of the time there's not any heavy machinery. So, and of course, we're talking like the early 90s by this time, right? Like late 80s, early 90s. So, tenemos que ver de mano. So I'm helping him move some rocks, and he's moving like really heavy as well. And he's like, mija, hace calor, ¿no? And I'm like, sí, papi. And me da unos centavos. Y me dice, ¿por qué no vas aquí con Don Chuy? Y nos agarras una nieve. I'm like, ay, güey, en caliente. I was super excited. So, mi papi trabajaba para un señor que se llamaba Don Rocha. And Don Rocha had a car.
Don what?
I know, right? Like, mi papi andaba en carro. Y mi papá, pues, me mandó por una nieve. Y luego me dice, ven, hija, ven. Pues, ay, voy en chinga por la nieve. I was only like 4 or 5, you know, pero pues en México, pues, pueblo chico, infierno grande. So, pues, como es pueblo chico, pues, cualquiera puede andar en la calle, you know, like even a 3-year-old, and they already know de dónde eres. Oh, pues esa es la hija de don fulano de tal, you know. So, ahí voy en chinga, agarro las nieves y voy para atrás. Well, it's fucking hot as fuck, you know, it's like a summer day. And I'm like, oh my god, y se va revisando la nieve y me voy comiendo los dos conos, you know, like, les lambo a uno y les lambo al otro, y no se va revirtiendo. Y luego pasa un papi y me dice, ¿y tú a dónde vas? I'm like, mi papá va a decir, manda por mí a los papi. Dice, pues no, dice, porque dijo que no me subiera al carro con nadie. Dice, me dijo que nomás fuera para allá y me regresara y que no le hablara a nadie. ¿Sabe qué? Ni me hable. My dad was like, dice, eres bien terca, dice, no me quisiste hablar, no te quisiste subir al carro, dice, te tuve que seguir en el carro a vuelta de ruedas hasta que llegaste con tu papá Valentín. Y luego cuando llegué con tu papá Valentín, ya la nieve ya iba toda reducida y toda lambida, ya casi me maté con el puro corno. Y me dice, hija, y le digo, sí, papi. Dice, ¿por qué no te subiste en el carro con tu papá? Digo, papá, usted me dijo que no hablara con nadie, que fuera por los conos y me regresara. Y pues, yo fui y me regresé. Dice, pero es papá. Sí, papi, pero usted me dijo que no hablara con nadie. También con mi papá. I was like 4, you know.
No, you did the right thing, you know. Stranger danger.
Right, with my own dad. So siempre me recuerdo en eso. Even my dad remembered that. He's like, y no te quisiste subir al carro, cabrona. And I'm like, pues mi papá Valentín me dijo que no me subiera al carro con nadie.
No, I get that he's your dad, but you took it serious. You took it literally when he told you que no te subieras para ningún carro.
Yeah. I did. I was like 2 years old. Y luego mi dad me subió, ¿verdad? Y ya le explicó a mi papá Valentín que pues no me quise subir con él. Y me dice, ay, dice, esta muchacha, dice. So next time, you know, he was still there. Y el mamá lo está trabajando. And my mom's like, yo no sé por qué, dice, pero tú siempre querías andar con los viejos. Dice, siempre andas con los viejos. Dice, yo no sé por qué. Dice, y luego le echaban piropos a una muchacha y tú también le echabas piropos. I'm like, I was a lesbian from the get-go, Mom. You guys just failed to see that.
That's cool. But what do you remember about like going to school in Mexico, like that kind of stuff? Do you remember that?
Well, yeah. So I was 3 years old. Mi prima Karina was in school with me. Y también mi prima Claudia. So, mi prima Claudia iba en sexto y mi prima Karina iba como en tercero. Because they're like a little bit older than me. So, Karina llegaba por mí. She would pick me up. We would walk together to school. Karina es hija de mi tía Juana. So, Karina would get there, me and her together, we would walk to school. And apparently I was too young to go to school y no me querían aceptar. Pero, pues como de todas maneras me iba con Karina a la escuela, they had no choice but to let me into a program.
So you went to kinder, huh?
We have pre-kinder, we have pre-kinder y we have kinder.
Yeah, I
Probably the only
remember.
reason why I know how to read and write in Spanish.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you have to go to school in Mexico to be able to, be literate in that language. That makes
Sé
sense.
escribir mejor en español que lo que se escribe en inglés.
No wonder I have such a bad, penmanship in Spanish. I can't spell. Cause I remember going to El Kinder in Mexico, and all we did was like sing songs outside to a flag. Do you remember that?
Mm, sí, el himno nacional mexicano, o sea, grito de
Yeah, like every
guerra.
morning
Yeah.
we would be like singing to a flag, and it had an eagle on it.
Right.
And then let's see what I remember else from Kinder. Like sometimes when you see stuff, or I don't know if it happens to you, you see something or you smell something, and it brings you memories
Uh-huh.
of, just random memories.
Yeah.
So when I see like these plastic cups, the ones that have like that foil on the top of them, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, right? There's like
Yeah.
these little sippy cups made out of plastic.
Yep.
Alright, so when I see those, it reminds me of Mexico. I don't know why.
Pues
Like
mira,
going to
eso es lo que
school.
me acuerdo del himno nacional. Francisco González Bocanes, Bocan something. Él fue el que compuso el himno nacional mexicano,
El grito de
which
la
is
guerra.
technically it's called el grito mexicano, o al grito de guerra.
Ya, el
Por eso
grito de
dice
guerra.
mexicanos al grito de guerra. It's the first verse, you know. Es,
Mexicanos listos para partirle la madre. Is that the way it goes? Oh, hey, sorry to change the subject, but I
uh-huh.
see that we're mutual friends with Bryce. So you remember Bryce from your Verizon days?
Yeah, he was on my same team,
Oh yeah, see, I
and
remember
he
you
was
because I used to sit close
he
to
was
Bryce.
well. No, you don't remember me because first
Uh
of all,
huh.
Bryce and me were on the same team with Amaris when there was a 410s. You
I
were
went
not
to
on that team
Damaris too.
with Bryce.
Yeah,
Did you do 410s?
yeah.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah,
Mm,
the
that's
lockdown.
weird.
What was I gonna do?
Uh-huh.
But I was asking you. The reason I was asking you was because when I used to hear him, I'm not trying to speak bad about him or anything, but when I used to
Mm-hmm.
like hear him speak Spanish, I was like, wow, how do the customers understand this guy? Because he was like trying to speak this proper Spanish from Spain, and I was like, esta raza es mexicana, aquí se le habla casi bravo a la gente. He just spoke some. He just has like a different accent. Like
Yeah,
very,
he
very
did.
unique accent.
He did. He did have a different dialect than what we
Yeah, there
normally
you
do.
go, a dialect. That's
Pero
what it is.
cuando te pones a pensar, todos tenemos un diferente a different one because uno de Chihuahua habla muy diferente a uno de Juárez. Although Juárez isn't Chihuahua, si vas a Durango versus Juárez, Ciudad Juárez, hablan muy diferentes. Lo que viene siendo Nayarit, and believe me, I thought you could go Nayarit, and she spoke way different Spanish than what I did in Aguascalientes. Not only that, Jalisco, Guerrero, they, Venezuela, like, we
Yeah,
all speak Spanish, but we speak a different Spanish. Not only that, we have different accents. No dejas de mencionar el salvadoreño, el de Guatemala.
that's funny that you
We all
mentioned that.
speak Spanish. Well, because we do.
No, I'm
Like,
saying that you mentioned that we have, even in Mexico, we have different dialects of Spanish.
we do. Yeah, same with English. I'm not on cue right now, so I'm not being chips. But the same with English. I lived in Oklahoma and I lived in Arkansas. You have your yeehaw, your ha yeah, and you have your regular rednecks, and they all speak different types of languages.
They do.
It sounds like it. It
Even
sounds
here in
like
New
you do.
Mexico, I've been told that we have an accent. I was like, I don't have an accent, eh? You, you're all
You do.
baboso.
You do.
No, I don't. I
Eh,
speak. My
You do.
English is like pristine.
No.
My English is like, what do you call it? I'm so mm, articulate with my with my English.
Mm, I guess if you want to call it that, but really you're not. Because hablas burqueño.
Burgueño. I'm not from Burgue.
Hmm. But you speak more of a like um you speak more like of a south like a northern New Mexican like Santa Fe Española area.
Yeah, I'm from Santas. How did you know? Que comes
Your dialect.
carolinas, mujer.
Your dialect.
Puro sushi, no.
No.
At Verizon, I started like after a while, I attempted to copy other people's dialect. Like when I got people
Mm-hmm.
from Mexico, no mami, oiga, pues fue a la tienda.
Yeah.
It kind of worked for me because people like kind of connected with me. And
Mm-hmm.
like, oh yeah, you're from over there. And like Cuban too,
Right.
Colombian.
So lo que viene siendo el colombiano, el salvadoreño, they're all different,
Yeah, but
Like
people used to think I was Colombian though.
so
Like when people heard you speak Spanish, where did they think you were from?
well, a lot of the times they asked me if I was from Venezuela. A few times I got asked if I was Colombiana, and then I also got asked if I was Puerto Rican.
You do sound Venezuelana,
Yeah.
like a really
I do
hot
not sound
one.
like Colombian though. Colombian is like, ay no, quiero ir a la playa, pero está lloviendo. No, like they're crying.
Quiero ir a la playa, pero está lloviendo, Diosito, like that.
Yeah. Well, I live in Arkansas.
Arkansas, eh?
So because I lived in Arkansas, I was able to hear a lot of the accent.
What's the accent in Arkansas? Patty cakes. Where'd he go? Yeah, she'll call back. Bueno, le está hablando Alejandro aquí de Verizon. Disculpe que se cayó la llamada. Está hablando sobre su factura, señora Cakes. ¿Mande? No te escuché, sorry. Yeah, I kind of hear you inside my head, so it's pretty cool. Hold on, let me call you there, okay? Don't hang up. No cuelgue, oiga. How do I go back? Patty cakes, make me a cake. Bueno, con Cakes, señora Cakes.
¿Y habla?
Bueno, pues me comentaba que su factura le llegó bien mal porque se fue para México.
Pero tengo plan internacional.
Bien bravo este plan. I miss speaking Spanish.
Why?
I guess the more you speak it, the more you get to practice. And it's
Yeah.
like, if it's like a really long and difficult word, usually with Spanish you can break it up and kind of pronounce it good, you know?
Yeah.
Proper. But with English it's very difficult.
Could be.
I learned how to speak English in Mexico, you know that? It's impressive, huh?
That is. Tell me about it.
Well, like I was telling you earlier, we just sang we were singing to a flag, a green and white flag with the eagle on it. That song that you were singing, and then they would throw us inside, and we would not throw us, you know. Órale niños para adentro a aprender inglés. And we were like, yay, English. And I remember because like all the kids used to dress like with uniform.
Okay.
Do you remember that? Like even in kindergarten, you know.
I had to wear a uniform too.
You did?
Falda. Yes, falda. And the girls look so pretty in a falda. And then una camiseta blanca.
Yeah, see, something like that. I don't think I wore a falda because they wouldn't let me,
You know, honestly, I don't know what the guys wore. I never paid attention.
Pues un pantalón así de mezclilla y unas
I really.
botas. You don't remember? Un cinto así grandote.
Are you okay, Bella? Yeah. Okay.
Hey Patty,
Are you
tell me
okay?
about that primavera concert that you went to. You're very interesting.
Huh? Why were you being here? You want to hang out with me? Your mother? Your birth giver? Not anymore. Fuck.
Optimus Prime?
Where did I fuck it up? Come ladies. I love you, Stinky. You know you're my favorite human? I'm your favorite mother? How many mothers do you have? Let's see. Sandra? All right. The baby's moms. Dante and JD's mom.
Oh, Sandra.
So we have Sandra.
Did you say
Maria.
Maria.
Which is your dad's new girlfriend. Okay. And luego, who are we? Nina. Lupe. And then you also have Nina. And you have Angelica. Technically, you have 6 moms. And I'm your favorite out of all those 6 moms. What? You know, you're kind of my favorite child, too.
Sandra,
Maria.
Maria, and
Am I missing a mom? Nina? Yeah. Hey, are you gonna share those Skittles with me or what?
Great.
All of them?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, bro. Why should I have to ask? You are a disgrace. No, you're not. I love you, baby. Chiquillo. You know, it's so funny because I think he like feels when I'm talking to somebody. Because then at that point he wants all of my undivided attention, you know.
He deserves it.
But yeah, you gotta have a. It doesn't matter how good the pussy is. I would still put you aside for him.
That
It
is
is what it
funny.
is, you know. Huh?
I didn't know I had one of those, but thank you.
Oh,
Thanks for
well, you
pointing
said
it
you're
out.
a.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
you said you identified as a woman, so I was just, you know, identifying with you.
Identify. Don't assume my gender. That's weird how people can do that nowadays, huh? It's crazy.
No,
Huh?
it's not. It's not crazy. That's a good thing. Why
Of
would
course
it?
it is. If you, when I was in school, I don't know about you, but I grew up in San Jose. We were very high class up there. But anyways, if you went up to San Jose and like if you're walking around with dress and like that, you would get your ass kicked with makeup and stuff. Kids are just like,
Mm.
they kick your ass every day. No, I'm not advocating it or saying that it's right, but just different days that we're living now.
It is a different world. However, if you identify as a woman, why can I not treat you as a woman? Huh?
But that's ridiculous though. And then I could identify as anything. I could say I identify as a dog and go around barking every day. It doesn't make
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Right.
Huh?
So why am I not respecting the fact that you identify as that?
No, I mean I appreciate your respect that I identify as a woman.
I'm just saying.
I identify as a woman.
I plan on being a foster parent, and whether I get and if I get somebody that's poly, pansexual, trans, I'm gonna support them.
Now, that's cool how people
Regardless.
can do that. They can foster kids.
Mhm. Mhm. You know, and me and Ryan, my baby, were the same way. If he wants to be a she or she wants to be a he.
Who?
If he wants to be a she,
The adopted child?
then mhm. If he wants to be a she, and guess what? You wanna go get your nails did? We're gonna go get our nails did. If he, or I mean, if she wants to be a he, and he wants to start, you know, taking testosterone, then
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna help him.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not, I'm not gonna stop them from being who they are. That's ridiculous. I had to lie to my parents about who I was for such a long time. And you know what? My dad's still not okay with it. You know what my mom calls it? Mi mom calls it un capricho. Dice, tu capricho. Sí. And I'm like, Mom, what are you gonna do cuando le traiga a mi capricho aquí en la casa? Pues ya qué, ya la trajiste.
Capricho.
Yeah.
What's that word in English?
Mm, uh-huh.
Hey Siri.
Hey Siri,
Go
what is
ahead.
capricho in English?
Chinga tu madre, con que Pandora.
Hold on. Mm,
Capricho. You know what it means? I know what it means.
it's a whim, una
Cap-
fantasía.
no,
Bless
capricho
you.
is like it's a hard word to translate.
Wait, say it again.
It's like when you get a capricho is like when you're on your high horse. Like when people say, "Get off your high horse." That's what capricho means, you know? That's what it translates to. Because you're on a high horse. Have you ever heard that in English? High horse?
I've heard high horse before.
Yeah, that's
Like,
capricho. You're like on a high horse.
yeah, that's what my mom says it is. I'm like, Mom, when I was 13 years old and I told you, you beat the shit out of me. You
Oh
know,
no, that's
my
not good.
my dad threw a concrete bucket at my head.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's not cool.
my dad was like, si me
Cause you,
traes una pinche vieja aquí a la casa, deja de ser mi hija.
it's cause your parents are old school, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying I was right. I'm sorry that happened to
No,
you.
okay, I'll forgive him. I'll
Yeah,
forgive
you
him.
kind of have to, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't finish telling me like you went Mexico in school, and then they were like, "Let's go to the U.S." and then you came over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was on. It was October 31st. It was Halloween.
But how did you get over to the U.S.? As your dad like fix you guys papers?
No, we came here illegally.
I'm calling Trump on
Mm-hmm.
you. I'm kidding. But like but you said that you had a easy crossing, right? You crossed in the car and stuff. It wasn't all dramatic and
Yeah, no, we didn't have to cross all dramatic like almost drowning the river or anything like that.
oh, that's
We
good.
crossed through Tijuana.
Wow, really?
So
So you know
we
Tijuana?
so we took an airplane from Aguascalientes to Tijuana, and in Tijuana we got in this car with this strange lady. She dressed us up. It was on Halloween night. She took us trick or treating in Tijuana for a little bit to a couple of houses, and then we went ahead and got on the line for the border patrol. She crosses all with um um
Birth
actas de
certificate.
nacimiento. Yeah, de quién sabe quién. I was probably like 13 years old at the time. God knows.
That's cool.
And the
I,
best part about it is neither of my parents really knew her, but they still forked out some money. This woman could have easily taken me and
hostage.
my brother and my sister hostage and sold us into being sex slaves because
No.
I wasn't I wasn't like old enough, but I was pretty old.
Was that lady that
You know?
creepy looking or what? She seems like that kind of people.
No,
Oh, okay.
but she could have. You know?
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
You never know. Like like I was 8 years old. You know? My brother and my sister were two. What if
Wow, you guys are small.
you know? We were little. I was as an 8 year old. I mean, you could definitely tell that I was a girl. You know? She could have easily sold me into some fucking slavery,
Don't even
you know,
think about
sex slave,
that.
you know, type of shit. Oh,
Happy thoughts,
I
Patty
think about that
Cake.
shit. Well, anyways, my
Imagine she
parents pretty
sold
much.
you. Imagine she sold you like to rich people, and right now you would have
Uh huh.
$5 million. So don't be so negative.
Like, but what if she was told me to a serial killer?
Not sold you, but like adopted you, know? To a serial killer, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Or
Jeffrey
sex
Dahmer,
trafficking, right?
that guy would have chopped you up and
Or
kept you in his fridge.
right? Like, what if this woman was that type of woman? We don't know that. Anyhow, all three of us were in the same car. You know, I was freaking out. I couldn't fall asleep. She kept telling me to fall asleep. I
Oh, because she
wouldn't.
didn't want you
She
guys
kept,
like speaking Spanish. She's like, hey, these little girls
yeah.
are not Americans. They don't even
hmm
know English.
Not only that, she kept telling me to go to sleep.
Mm, that's very
And
smart. That lady did that because you guys would have blew her cover.
yeah,
She's like,
well,
hermana, dame una galleta.
hmm hmm
See,
she
that's
kept trying to tell me to go to sleep. And on top of telling me to go to sleep, she kept telling me that she kept calling me by a different name. And I'm like, that's not my name. She's like, Nisha, así te llamas. And I'm like, no, that's not my name.
that's funny. No me llamo
Mm,
así.
mm-mm.
It was probably like Alejandra or some ugly name like that.
Honestly, I don't remember the name she was calling me.
Hortensia. No, Hortensia is a pretty name.
Or Maria. You know, somebody call me like Maria.
Maria's a pretty name.
I'm not saying
Alejandra.
it's ugly.
Alejandra has a
I'm
lot
just
of
saying
pretty
it's very
names.
common.
Sounds very masculine, Alejandra.
Mm, not really. The A makes it very feminine. And if you decide to be gay later on in life, you could just be called Alex.
Me llamo Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So you grew up here in New Mexico, huh?
Mm, we lived in California for 2 years.
Oh, really? You're a Cali girl, huh?
Probably why I like the beach so much.
Yeah.
Mm. So
The beach
we
is
lived in
nice.
California. We lived in California in Culver City for a little bit. And then one day my dad was just like, we're moving to Arizona. And we're like, oh, okay. Not like I really had a choice in it, you know?
Oh, you lived in Arizona too?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the heat there horrible? The weather?
Stupid horrible. So we lived in California for a few years. Then we lived in Arizona for a few months. And then from Arizona, my uncle, Miguel, who just recently died of a brain tumor,
Oh, I'm
was like,
sorry to hear that.
why don't you guys? He was like a second father to me. It really fucked me up. He was like, why don't you guys come to New Mexico? And my mom was like, pues no sé tu viejo lo que tú quieras. And my dad was like, no, pues sí, vámonos para allá. So then,
You should have looked it
my
up on the
uncle,
internet first, Patty.
well, this was back in 1997-ish,
Uh-huh.
you know?
New Mexico's not very good with education and everything else, so you should have done your research first.
Well, I didn't learn how to speak English till I was 11. So
So people used to make fun of you in school, huh? They'd be like, ah, little girl doesn't know how to speak English.
yeah,
Or,
well, California, the schools that I went to in California only spoke Spanish, and then
what?
yeah,
Lucky.
like I was put into an all Spanish class. Like that's all they spoke was Spanish. There was no other language other than Spanish, which California has that luxury. And then um, when we moved to Arizona, Arizona was kind of the same. Arizona was Arizona put me into a Arizona just kind of put me into an all Spanish class, and then I occasionally heard an English word. So like, oh, what the fuck is that word? You know? But then we moved to New Mexico. And
No.
New Mexico, although it's a very well Spanish spoken community, um, the teachers that I had spoke very little Spanish. Like their Spanish was enough Spanish just to get them by.
Ahina.
So it was either sink or swim. And guess what? I'm a survivor, so I fucking paddled to the edge.
Yeah, you did. And you
So
learned English.
I barely learned English. My very first friend, her name was Ashley Walters, and she was so pretty. Una güera, blue eyes. Like, I still remember her.
Your teacher's name was... Your teacher, you said?
No, she was one student in my class, and her name was Ashley.
Oh, the little girl.
hmm
Ashley.
She was so pretty.
I've never met an
Then,
Ashley that's not pretty, honestly.
so, you know, we hung out every day before school. We hung out every day after school.
What
And
do you guys
then
do?
we just hung out. We played Barbies a lot.
Yeah.
hmm And then I started hanging out with this girl named Brandy.
Brandy?
Yeah,
That's a very nice white name.
it is. So,
American names, I should say, not white. American. So
American
Ashley
name.
and Brandy.
hmm
So you never had like a friend named Maria's?
I really that? Yes. Like a hair tie? Yeah. No. I hung out with white girls because I like
But
white girls.
no, that makes sense because you're trying to like make your English more proficient and articulate yourself better. So that makes sense.
Yeah. I like white girls.
You're like, I'm not gonna hang out with all these paisas over here that don't even speak the language.
Mm.
That
I
makes
learned how to
sense.
speak Spanish. I mean, I learned how to speak English very well, very quick because the girls that I liked spoke in English.
See, that's smart.
So,
English is a very difficult language, you know.
yeah, it can be very difficult.
Like, there's so many words that mean the same thing, you know. Pretty retarded if you ask
Yeah,
me. Can you still use that
it
word?
is.
I don't know if it's
What?
a proper word, but English is
Yeah. hmm So,
but
you know,
sorry, honestly, I would have rather done English calls at Verizon. I think I should have done that from
just
the
just
beginning.
English.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with you. The Spanish calls were more difficult because, por una, the language lingers on more. For those, it's just like, hablas español, pues ayúdale a un paisa, pretty much. You know?
Yeah.
White people are more entitled. They're more like, oh, I need this or I deserve this. And then it's just like, really?
English
Why do
speaking
you
people.
deserve it?
Yeah. I need you to fix this and fix it now. Like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, well, I can fix it, but you need to tell me why should I have to fix it.
I don't need to tell you. You just need to fix it now. Like that.
Because when you just Karen,
I guess.
because you feel that you're entitled. What are you entitled to? Hmm? And then if I'm not plays a card of, es que no hablo inglés y todo está en inglés y no lo entendí. So then you're forced to feel that, you know?
So studying English.
So then you feel bad because you're like, you know what? I've been there. My dad no hablaba inglés. Mi mamá mucho menos. You know? It's like neither of my parents spoke English. And I know what it was like to help them translate a piece of paper. Here I am at age 12 translating legal fucking documents for them because they can't do it themselves. So then it's just like, holy fuck. So it's just like that kind of like the post-traumatic stress. And you're like
a lot of pressure put on you.
Yeah, like if this is my mom, I would want somebody to help her. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If somebody doesn't want to help my mom, like, what the fuck, bro? What kind of type of human are you? Algo peor. Because you're Hispanic that speaks Spanish. Y entiendes los dos idiomas. Puedes leer y escribir en inglés y aún así escoges no ayudarle a un país.
Me va a tener que disculpar ahora. Me va a tener que disculpar, oiga. Yo no hablo ni una palabra en español. No se preocupe, mijo, tenga un buen día.
So it's just, it gets to you in a different level, you know?
What's that?
It gets to you at a different level.
In my Spanish? No, people used to love talking to me. Like, oiga, ¿puedo hablar con usted otra vez, señor gato? Me dice, pues, deja ponte su número aquí, dale más, ¿qué pasó?
Yeah.
The people used to love talking to me. Si usted tiene una voz así como la Cari, así bien de la novela, bien romántica. Oh, gracias, mi cielo.
Es que con usted me siento bien a gusto, lo puedo explicar muy bien. Con otras personas no puedo hablar así.
Es bien calmado, tiene una voz muy relajante, como la Patty Cakes. I was like, yeah, I know Patty.
What do you mean?
Tiene una voz muy bonita.
I once had a man ask me if I would marry him over the phone.
Tell us about that.
He lives in California. He's an animator. And he does special effects for movies.
Oh, yeah? And he's like, oye, Patty, pues, mira, fue un gusto platicar contigo. Gracias por arreglarme mi teléfono. ¿Te quieres casar conmigo?
Kind of fun, yeah.
Wow, he was like straight up, huh? He didn't beat around the bush.
He was like, mira, ya me las sé todas. He's like, ¿estás casada? No le hace, no soy celosa. Dice, no soy celoso.
No soy celoso.
¿Tienes compromiso? Te apuesto que yo le gano el compromiso que tienes ahorita. He's like, no, deja tú. Me dice, ¿te gustan las mujeres? No hay problema, chiquita. Yo te ayudo con ese aspecto, yo te sé ayudar. Dice, sé exactamente lo que a una mujer le gusta, sé lo que busca ser una mujer. Pues like, tengo un lado femenino muy activo y muy abierto que no me importa levantar y revisar por ti. O sea, algo que no te gusta de ese lado, pues lo podemos revisar y lo podemos ajustar. Por eso no hay ningún problema. I'm like,
That
damn.
guy was a straight up G, huh?
He was. I was like, me va a convencer, ¿eh? He was like, pues a eso voy. He was like, mira, te la voy a poner fácil. Tú tienes mi número. Ahí te salió toda mi información, te salió mi número de teléfono, donde vivo. Dice, todo está activo, todo está actual. I'm like, ok. Dice, si algún día decides presentarte en mi puerta, hazlo, mi amor. Si un día decides marcarme, tú con confianza. Dice, claro, entiendo que tienes tu trabajo, lo tienes que proteger y te entiendo completamente que las llamadas son grabadas. Y lo son, ¿no? Entonces, te voy a ser franco. Tú me puedes marcar cuando tú gustes. Dice, ¿no te gustan los hombres? Está bien, no te preocupes, dice. Y yo te puedo ayudar en ese aspecto a como quieras, como a ti te gusta, dice. Hay cosas que tú puedes hacer por mí que aún no sabes que te van a gustar, aunque te gusten solamente a las mujeres. Así que, ¿acaso es una mujer? Señor, cálmese. But yeah,
That
he
guy
was
sounded
very
like he had all
confident.
the answers, huh?
Dude, like, ¿por poquito le marco?
You should have asked
I
him,
didn't.
what's the meaning of life, sir? Y así tienes todas las respuestas así.
Right? I should have, but you know what? Like, my panties were already wet. I didn't even fucking think of asking that question.
What? How come you didn't go to the bathroom? They didn't give us no breaks, huh?
I was already thinking, like, ¿por qué no me hará este señor? You know?
You need to make sure you take your breaks, fatty.
Oh, I took my breaks. But my breaks were taken talking to somebody else at the moment.
Yeah, I remember I used to see you talking on the phone. I'd be like, esa señora está loca, she's talking to herself, okay, she knows. But you have that thing in your ears.
Linda. Yeah.
Huh?
Her name is Linda.
Linda.
She lives in California.
Oh.
And I went to go see her a few times. And she's married.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's that complicated.
Linda, huh?
Yeah.
Was she Linda? Or was she fea?
She's beautiful. She is beautiful.
That's so nice of you to go visit your friends. I mean, you like make friends and you go visit them in California. That's really nice of you.
Yeah. We got along very well.
Like when I
She,
meet some,
huh?
No, when I meet somebody like a guy friend or something, they're like, hey, come over to Canada. Yeah, no, ni madre, está bien lejos.
No. It may take a little bit for me to get there, pero pues let's look for the best time for the both of us, you know? Mira, en mayo los boletos están baratos, tan económicos, like I could buy it from now or I can go ahead and start putting it on layaway or whatever, you know? And if I get out there and you're being shady as fuck, then pues no hay problema, you know? I know how to entertain myself.
So you like flying out there in California?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's
I
better.
flew out a couple of times.
I personally like driving better, pero si te gusta a ti el avión. It's because when you get
Well,
on
I
the
did both.
when you get on the airplane, you gotta get like, from what I read, you know, I haven't been on an airplane in a very long time. But they say that you have to get like sexually molested y todo.
Oh my gosh, come on. Como se no te hubiera gustado.
Not if a man's doing
I
it,
wish
no?
I would have. I would have loved it. Like, I'm like, you're going to touch me? Perfect.
I didn't know if it's like some weird fat man.
Here's the thing.
So you got to think about the pros and the cons about getting on an airplane. So I honestly
So
prefer to drive.
here's the thing. I prefer women, but I'm not gonna say no to a man.
Oh, that makes sense. So the
Hello.
man's like a big truck, huh? Like a big semi
Mm,
truck, and you're like, no, pues este güey
it's
aguanta.
well. Here's the thing, though. It takes a lot for a man to turn me on. So if a man is patient enough to get me there, then it's just like, oh, okay, cool. You know. So if it's like, if a man like come through, like I need to molest you in order to let you buy to get on the airplane, I'm like, all right, cool. Would you like me with clothes on or off? Then they get uncomfortable on me.
That's cool. But you haven't told me much
Yeah.
about like Mexico and coming over here. You forgot
What
to
do you
tell
want to
me
know?
like some details.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you got here and then you learned English, but you left off on that. And then you were pretty good in school. You didn't get in no trouble.
No, I stayed out of trouble.
Cause
I was illegal.
you come across as a person that tried to keep her grades up, was always studying, reading, trying to expand
I was,
your knowledge.
I was very into school for a long time. I was a straight A student.
In
I
high
could have
school too.
graduated high school in 2 years. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. See?
I graduated with a 3.7 GPA in 3 years.
Wow. Dave always came across like that to me, like very intellectual. Like you're like, you can figure out something. Like I wouldn't say I'm dumb or anything, but I'm not book smart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more street smart, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But you're
My
book
mom and
smart.
my dad were never. Mom and my dad taught me both.
Yeah, I guess you have to do both.
Mm-hmm.
Are you eating cornflakes?
Mm-mm. Lays.
Lay's? Oh, potato chips?
Mm-hmm. Um. So my parents were both like, you need to be both smart in school on the street. Like, so as girly as you see me, like wearing my makeup and wearing about my hair and making sure that my nails are did. Así mismo te puedo cambiar una transmisión, te puedo levantar un motor, a
Yeah, I remember you
clutch,
were telling me that you're very,
oil change.
sorry to interrupt you, you're very mechanically inclined.
I know how to weld, I know how to grind, I know how to paint. My dad was the man of all trades. Construction, alambras. ¿Quieres poner alambre? Yo te ayudo, mijo, no te preocupes. ¿Quieres poner cemento? ¿Quieres poner bloque? I got you.
You know what
¿Quieres encerrar? I got you.
you know what we should get you?
Huh.
We should get you a what is it called? Cannabis? No, not cannabis, that's weed. A canvas, so you can, para que puedas pintar. Like when you have the baby with you.
I can't paint. I
Yeah,
can
you
barely
can.
draw
Well,
stick
no,
figures.
people learn, it's practice. You can't say I can't. So
No.
like when you
Like,
no think
I've
about it.
tried.
You have the baby in your arms and you're pintando, you're all relaxing, and that baby's gonna be smart when he grows up. He's gonna
Mm-hmm.
remember, he's gonna be like, wow, I learned how to art, I learned how to read and stuff at a very young age. Read them like
Mm-hmm.
big books and like tell them the meaning. Even though you may think like the baby's not
Yeah.
capturing, they are because their brains are developing.
Yeah.
It's amazing how the brain works. If you think about it, especially how old is the baby? Like 4 months.
5.
See how their brain is like developing at that age. They're just absorbing everything. You could probably teach it like 5 languages if you wanted to.
We're trying to learn sign language, Spanish and English.
Well, those are good ones.
And Chinese.
Hey, Verizon, did you ever get people calling you that were Portuguese?
Yeah.
I used to be like, pues no le entiendo a mi madre, señora, yo hablo español. And they didn't care, they just like went on. Like, no, mijo,
I always would tell them, I was like, are you speaking Portuguese? They'd be like, así. I'm like, okay, mire, le comprendo hasta un punto. Pero para no tener problemas, déjeme agarrar un
traductor.
intérprete, ¿ok? And then like, oh, okay, mija, está bien.
Really? Not my people were all mean. They're like, ¿cómo que no entiendes español? You just kept going.
No. I would tell them, I was like, mira, estás hablando portugués. Yo te entiendo, pero hasta un nivel nomás. Es like, tu traducción y mi traducción son diferentes. And they would just be like, okay. And then I would get an interpreter. I follow the English line.
You did so good on the phone though. You were like so nice to people.
I did good. Right, and I did good.
How would you answer the phone? Let's see.
For English or Spanish?
Both.
In English, it was like, thank you for calling Verizon. This is Patty. How can I help you? En español, it was like, gracias por marcar a Verizon. Mi nombre es Patty. ¿Cómo le puedo ayudar?
You have a very soothing voice, like you're ready to help.
I can help you in any way.
Gracias por llamar a Verizon. Mi nombre es Patty.
How did you do it?
That was like very nice.
Give me an example.
You want me to give you an example? Okay. Gracias por llamar a Verizon. Mi nombre es Alejandro. Like novelas, like, they'd be like, oh, Alejandro. They thought they were calling a 1-800, a 1-900 or whatever number,
They were pretty smooth.
What'd you say?
I'm like, your work could potentially be smooth.
Yeah, see? Okay. But then they would get out of control.
Why?
Because they... Oiga, fui a la tienda y ahora estoy viendo mi factura a la madre.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that, They just got crazy. So I just lose my patience with them after a while because they're playing dumb,
Okay. So who made you feel that you had no patience? The customer or yourself?
I think the customer just played dumb.
I
have a lot of patience, like, I helped out a whole bunch of people, like even old people that didn't know how to use the phone, we went through it together and stuff. But it was just like some people that were just playing like they were just trying to pimp try to teach a pimp how to pimp when the pimp already knows how to pimp, and that makes sense, you know?
Okay.
Trying to lie to
So,
me or trying to say stuff like that wasn't true. Then that's what irritated me, but if
so
somebody
you
didn't know
called
how
him
to
out.
do something, I had a lot of patience. Huh?
So you were called out.
No, I wouldn't call them out.
Why not?
I would just be like really patient with them, and then they would just, go around in circles, and they would just cause me to get frustrated and stuff.
Okay. However,
I did a couple of times, but it wasn't like, I didn't feel nice about it, like calling people out like that.
mm,
Oiga, señora, pues
well,
que no sabe leer a la chingada or something like that, you know?
mm-mm. That's where you went wrong. I'm like, pero señora, miro que usted nos marcó el 15 de diciembre con la misma pregunta. Platíqueme, ¿qué pasó en esa llamada que usted no comprendió? Now, you called them, now you're letting them know. I know that you called about the same issue in the past. Okay, number one. Number two, you're letting them know. I want to help you. So please tell me how my coworker failed in helping you because I want to make sure that I'm making you understand.
See, if you
Number
talk to
two,
me like that, I would take that as
no,
a disrespect. I'd be like, ¿cómo chingados que no comprendí?
no,
Que
because
le
I
estoy
never said
diciendo
that.
pendejo.
Okay. So first of all, le decir, Alejandro, señor, miren, estoy mirando aquí su cuenta. Estoy haciendo un poquito de revisión mientras que estamos participando un poquito de problemas. Entiendo que usted ha tenido con esto en particular ha tenido problemas anteriormente. Miro aquí que habló con mi compañera Angélica el día 15.
Ah, a la hora pico, Angélica, yeah, I remember her.
So, el día, el día 15 de diciembre, usted habló con una de mis compañeras. No la conozco personalmente porque está en El Paso y yo estoy en Florida. Pero ella me dejó aquí unos apuntes. Me dice que ese día hablaron en particular un poquito sobre lo que usted me está preguntando ahorita, que viene siendo acerca del artículo, ¿verdad? De lo que viene siendo su factura. So, para yo poder ayudarle con un poquito más de procedencia y pues un poquito más de perfección, platíqueme. En esa ocasión, ¿qué fue lo que usted, verdad, se quedó con alguna duda? Tal vez algo que ella no contestó, porque pues mi meta más que nada es poder ayudarle. So,
Oh,
usted
sí.
platíqueme.
See,
¿Cómo
like,
le puedo ayudar yo de mi parte?
see, then like that, I would be like more más calmado, you know? That's good.
Mi amor, it's not how they speak to you, it's how you speak to them. Remember, you have control of that call.
I called P&M the other day, and I elected Spanish to see how good the Spanish was,
Yeah.
and some girl called me a retard. She meant to say atrasado, but she said retardado. And I was like, ¿cómo? ¿Por qué me está diciendo retardado? And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. She started like apologizing and stuff. I was like, the word is atrasado, not retardado. She was, I was like, oh my god. And I thought my Spanish was bad on the phone.
Nope. That's the thing is like I've had people correct me before. You know? Es like estoy haciendo para hacer un convivio de pago, no una regla de pago. I'm
Convivio.
like, mm-hmm.
I never even heard
I'm
that
like,
word before. No, aquí no vamos a tener fiesta, oiga.
so at that point I'd be like, ¿sabe qué? Disculpe. Realmente, um, yo le comento, yo soy del sur de México. Y pues para mí un convivio es un poquito diferente que lo que es para usted. So sí le quiero pedir disculpas al antemano porque pues para mí lo que viene siendo un arreglo para usted es un convivio. Pero quiero estar con usted, así que O sea, hay alguna otra palabra que tal vez yo no sé pronunciar correctamente para hacerle entender. Simplemente déjemelo saber y no se preocupe que yo aquí la atiendo.
That's good.
I'm good with people.
You are.
I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear. No, sometimes I lose my patience, and sometimes I'm just like, ugh, I'm not gonna be able to deal with this motherfucker. If
You're
I'm
only
getting paid for
human.
it, well, here's the thing. If I'm getting paid for it, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear. If we're talking about my personal life and you're wasting my time, I'm gonna tell you what I want to tell you. Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear, basically.
I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear if I'm getting paid for it.
Mm.
If I'm not getting paid for it, I'm gonna tell you what you're here, motherfucker. First of all, you're here because I want you here, not because I need you here. There's a difference.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, I'm also an asshole.
So after high school, like, going back to that, then you started working at Verizon, or
Mm-mm.
no?
No.
Verizon was not even open. So
So,
What'd you do after high school?
I got married in 2005. I graduated in 2006. And my son was born in 2007.
Oh, okay. So you were basically like a stay-at-home mom for a while.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
actually I actually didn't start working until 2011.
Oh, and that was where
My
Verizon.
No, that was at Rena Center in Arkansas.
Oh, you used to work at a rent center,
In Arkansas.
ripping people off. You're so mean.
First of all, I didn't rip off anybody. They knew exactly what they were getting into when from the get go. It's the same
Not
thing
you,
as a
but the
contract.
company rip people off.
It's the same thing as a contract. You know exactly what you're getting into. It's called a rent to own for a reason. They're telling you within the first 90 days, if you pay off this product, is $1,000. If you decide to take your sweet ass time and not pay it off within the 90 days, you might be paying interest up the yin yang.
No, I get that patty cakes, but don't you think that's a rip off?
Yeah, it's a ripoff, but America lives off of ripoffs.
It's a capitalist country.
It's not my fault you don't know how to do math. Number one, it's not my fault you don't know how to pay off your bills. Number two, it's not my fault that you don't know how to manage your money.
And it's not my fault that you don't speak English.
You'd be surprised though. We got more white people than we did Mexican people. Generally, the Mexicans that came in there and bought cash.
No, they had
Or
that Mexican Express, huh?
Or the Mexicans we would get would come in there and be like, mira, necesito una lavadora. I'm like, mira señora, tengo esta lavadora en $500. Si la compra dentro de 90 días, solamente se le van a cobrar 550. Pero si se tarda más de los... ¿eh? Pero si se va a tardar más de los 90 días, esta lavadora le va a subir 1,200 por el interés. Ah, no, mija, no se preocupe, está bien. Ok, muy bien. I guarantee you, 90% of the Mexican, well, not Mexican, 90% of the Hispanic community, whether they be Cuban, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Venezuela, Colombian, or from some type of a Mexican community, they paid that shit off within 30 days. Es más, ese mismo día me daban hasta there was the occasion where they would be like, mira, mija, no tengo más. No me pagan hasta el día 15. ¿Cuánto es lo menos que te puedo dejar para poderme llevar esta lavadora? I'm like, mira, lo menos que me puedes dejar ahorita son $50. Porque son lo de 2 semanas, porque es hasta el día que le pagan otra vez nuevamente. Javier dije, te dejo los 50. One or two things would happen. Either that woman would default on her first payment and be like, mija, ¿sabes qué? Ven por tu lavadora porque ya no la necesito, me encontré una más barata.
Ya lavé toda mi ropa, la chingada por ella.
Yes, ya lavé toda mi ropa, o ya encontré una lavadora más barata, por favor ven por tu lavadora. That was scenario number 1. Scenario number 2 would be like, mija, te voy a dar un pago de 250. ¿Qué tanto me aguanta ese pago? O te puedo dar el pago mínimo y me quedo y los otros 250 son para adelantar los pagos porque te la quiero pagar por completo para el mes que entra. At that point, I was always very truthful with people. I'm like, mira, dame el pago mínimo y para la siguiente quincena tú sabes que hacer el pago por completo. Entonces para la siguiente quincena ven y dame el pago completo. Ok, mija, está bien.
No, you dealt with people very fairly. I like that.
I do. Why would I not?
You're a very fair person.
I am. I'm a Libra. I will always try to balance. ¿Sabes? I'm always going to be truthful to you. Yo no te puedo dar lo que tú quieres, te voy a decir la verdad. Because you know what? I'm going to give you the option to walk away. Because that's not my choice, that's your choice. Si yo no te puedo dar lo que tú quieres, te voy a decir exactamente lo que te puedo ofrecer. Ya si tú decides escoger lo que te doy a ofrecer, es mucho better. Because when we have this conversation again, it's like, mire, ¿usted se acuerda que hablamos sobre esto? ¿Usted se acuerda que le mencioné que ya no había interés? ¿Usted se acuerda que le mencioné que había otras personas involucradas? ¿Usted se acuerda que le mencioné de que si usted no lo pagaba dentro de ese tiempo iba a costarle tanto? Ay, mija, es que yo ya ni me acuerdo. Pues bien, déjeme le recuerdo, porque ese día usted traía un suéter color azul, traía a su niña y andaba corriendo por toda la pinche tienda que no la podía calmar.
Y olía marihuana también.
I am going to give you details of that day. Y te vas a quedar con la boca callada, porque ese día yo lo recuerdo muy bien. Y ese día tú y yo revisamos este contrato. Yo te avisé sobre lo que viene siendo la arbitration. Yo te avisé sobre lo que viene siendo un interés. Yo te avisé sobre lo que viene siendo un regreso, cuando puedes retornar y cuando ya no puedes retornar. Así que porque yo te he explicado con detalles todo esto y tú decidiste no escucharlo. Ahora dime tú, explícame, ¿cómo que esto es mi problema? Porque yo te dije legalmente, te dije todo lo que tenía que decir. No nomás te lo dije por lo legal, te lo dije porque también pues me importa, ¿verdad? Porque pues eres de la hispanidad, como eres hispano, la comunidad hispana es algo que pues realmente me interesa. Y yo no estoy aquí para robar a nadie, porque yo no beneficio de haberte robado ningún $5 o 50 centavos, o es más, no beneficio de haberte robado un penny. La compañía me sigue pagando lo mismo, pagues tú $500,000 o pagues tú $1. A mí se me paga lo mismo. Así que tú explícame a mí, ¿cómo es de que yo hago tanto detalle de una conversación tan insignificante? Y tengo 500 clientes y tú no me puedes decir lo que pasó en esa conversación, teniendo solamente una hija, un marido, y vives aquí en Fort Smith, Arkansas, donde no pasa nada.
Wow.
Así que tú dime a mí cómo es que yo recuerdo todo y tú no.
And then at that point, in Arkansas back in the 90s.
Yeah. So then they would just be like, ¿sabes qué, mija? Tienes razón. O sabes que, mi amor, mami, whatever they were, You know, si son mexicanas, most of the time, mija. Si son puertorriqueños, colombianos o Puerto Rico, me decían mami. You know? Like, sabes, mami, que tú tienes mucho la razón. ¿Sabes qué? Pues es que realmente, pues ese día fue un poquito borroso para mí, no me acuerdo todos los detalles, pero aquí está tu dinero. Or it would be like, ¿qué podemos hacer? At that point, it'd be like, mira, podemos hacer lo siguiente. Podemos hacer opción A, que tú pagas todo el dinero en el momento de lo que debes y pues ya de aquí en adelante pues vas a deber tanto cada mes por los siguientes tantos meses. O opción B, que dejas de pagar y vamos a tu casa, lo recogemos al día, a la hora, tú vienes, lo vuelves a recoger nuevamente, pagas un mínimo de depósito y lo volvemos a dejar en tu casa y puedes empezar nuevamente los 90 días nuevamente. I gave them that option. I gave them that choice. The same choice that I'm going to give you, the same choice I'm going to give anybody else. I'm a hoe. That's all there is to it. Puedes o no. Quieres o no.
So were you going into people's houses and taking away their watchers too, or did you just work at the store?
I negotiated before I had to get to that point. The only time I actually got to that point was when somebody refused to communicate with me. Then at that point, it was just like, bro, I'm so sorry. I had to get your landlord to come open the door because of this legal contract.
So you like that job or no?
Nope, I hated it.
It sounds very stressful.
I would rather be waiting tables again than have to go to that job.
You rather do what?
Trabajar de mesera.
Oh.
Prefiero trabajar de mesera. No sé qué más aplauda así.
Le mando la patty cakes. Sa.
Right. I actually prefer to go and tend tables before I would work for a Venezuelan again. Ever in my life.
That's good. You're getting some good values there.
You do. I just want it, you know? I just wouldn't work as I wouldn't work as a Venezuelan again.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
Because of your values, you know?
Don't get me wrong. I met some very cool people. A lot of my Facebook friends are customers that I had when I worked for Venezuela.
Oh, wow. They followed you?
Yeah. They followed me. I'm still friends with them when I go to Arkansas, when I go to Oklahoma. You know, they're still like, hey girl, come on down. You know, we're at the club. We're at the Dirty Cowboy. You know, ven a tomar with us. Or, hey, you need a place. Yeah, the Dirty Cowboy was in the country club. You need a place to stay for the night? Holler at me. You know, I have one of the guys that was my customer. He is a truck driver, and he's just like, whenever he passes through Albuquerque, he remembers me. He'll be like, hey girl, I'm in town. I'm like, hey girl, come on down. You know? I'm like, you need a place to stay? I will gladly sleep on my couch so that you can have a bed.
He's a girl truck driver?
No, he's a guy. His name is Russell.
Oh.
He's a ginger. You know, I'm like, I have absolutely no problem giving up my bed. You can sleep in my bed. You can take a hot shower in the morning. I'll cook you breakfast. And I'll sleep in the living room. Of course. His wife is so cute. Her name is Tamara. And they're a really cute couple. They're older, you know. Russell's got to be like in his 60s. Tamara's a little bit younger than him. She's like in her 40s. But nonetheless, she's a good girl. You know, she's all about Russell. She's all about whenever my baby's in town, you know. So of course, And then of course you know that I'm gay, so I'm not even trying anything with that fucking shit. Yeah.
You're a very hospitable, nice friend.
So it's just like, look, he, um, but you know, he's never even tried to do anything though either, you know. So it's not like I can even be like, ew, you know, don't do that again, because he's
Yeah.
never tried anything. You know, he's a very southern man. He respects his wife. He respects his home, and he's very about family oriented. You know, he's just like
It's like
he
some
calls me mom.
old-fashioned values, huh?
Yeah, he's like ma. The only reason I come to your house and not to a hotel room is because number one, you cook good shit. I'm like, right? He's like, and the red chili here is authentic. I'm like, I know. And he's just like, and you and my old lady get along just great. And I'm like, well, why would I not? Tammy, Tammy's amazing. Why would why would I not make an effort to get along with that woman?
Hey, you said you didn't cook, remember? You said that you only made cornflakes?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I kind of may have potentially lied to you about that. I'm actually a really good cook.
I know, I was gonna say, I don't believe you.
Alejandro,
And
a los 8 años vi a tortillada. You really think I don't know how to cook?
no, I always thought you did, but I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to call you a liar.
Yeah, thank you. And you? Do you know how to cook?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. ¿Qué cocinas?
I can make whatever.
Mm,
As long as I know
whatever.
like the recipe. I'm pretty good cook.
Yo como unos chilaquiles.
Yeah, those are good.
Mm,
Like frying the tortilla en la comal, ¿no?
mhm.
Pero a veces es muy grasoso los chilaquiles.
Depends on how you make them.
Yeah, they're good.
But it
Or
depends on how you make
nopales.
them. Oh, I love nopales.
Like eggs with nopales and stuff. Pretty good indeed.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Nopales con rajas. So delicious.
We have some good food in our culture. And you're over there eating Japanese food. Kondon sushi.
Well, yeah.
You're a traitor to your kind.
How am I a trader?
I'm just kidding. What kind of sushi did you get?
So we got a California roll, which is not really Japanese at the moment. It's Americanized.
Yeah,
We
here's
got a
that one.
tuna.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
We got a tuna roll,
Uh-huh.
and then we got an avocado roll. Um, that's it.
Yeah,
We only got 4 rolls.
he has his like own style of sushi.
Mhm.
Hold on, right? Be right back.
Mhm.
What time is it, patty cakes?
Most likely past your bedtime if you're asking.
Wow, it's already 2.
Not necessarily. It's still a little bit till. It's 12 minutes. Well, technically
You're not
11.
sleepy?
No.
Wow, patty cakes.
Mm. So to answer your question,
Uh-huh.
we got the nigiri sushi rolls,
Uh-huh.
and then we got a California, an avocado, and a caterpillar roll.
That sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
He has like his own style of sushi. He puts like a Mexican twist to it, I guess.
Yeah, he does.
Was the guy
It's
there?
pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He like wears like a bandana or something.
Mm-hmm.
I call him
Yeah.
Don Sushi. I don't know what his name is. I think he told me, but I forgot. So I call him Don Sushi.
Ryan really likes it there. That's one of his favorite places to go. So last time we were there, we tried the nigiri, which was the what was it, salmon, and then today we tried the tuna.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Ryan likes it. No, that's all that matters.
He likes sushi. He likes does he like watching anime too?
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
He's a big anime fan.
that's cool. He likes the Japanese culture, huh?
He does. Actually, he picked Australia this year for his 13th birthday. The next year he picked Japan. So we already have our. So this year it's Australia. Next year it's Japan. And then I don't know about the following year yet because he hasn't decided, but he's already made the decision on as far as what we're gonna do as travel internationally this year. We're going to Canada because he wants to zip line across from Canada into the US. He wants to be able to zip line again because and this time he wants a GoPro because last time he didn't have a GoPro. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh, he wants to film
And
it?
then, yeah, he wants to be able to film it because last time he wasn't able to film it.
Oh, that's cool.
11. After we do Canada into Japan, Canada into the US, at that point, my kid, well, at this point, my child has visited all of North America. Both Canada, the US, because he lives in the US, and Mexico, because we traveled to the US. We went to go see Las Momias de Guanajuato, you know?
Oh yeah, you took him to Niagara Falls too?
Yeah.
Is that when he went to Canada or was that a different time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when we went to Canada. We crossed over to Canada and we took a ferry from New York State into Canada, and then from Canada over to Pennsylvania. We went ahead and took a zip line into New York.
When you went into Canada, did you feel like you got deported?
Why would he be deported?
No, but did it feel like that, like you're in a different country?
I didn't say anything like that.
That's really
No, he just thought it was cool. Yeah, he just thought it was cool. Mm-hmm. So Toronto, actually, where I want to go do my surgery is in Canada.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I can teach you some Canadian.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How?
You have to say A.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you have to talk like this. Oh yeah, buddy, eh?
Oh, yeah. Does that mean something?
No, that's the way they talk over there, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how we speak Ancina Asa, todo.
That's more northern, though. That's more like, that's more of a, like, northern New Mexico accent.
You don't have an accent at all, Patsy. Like I would have never guessed you're from New Mexico. Because a lot of people are like, you know what I mean? And you can just tell right away they're from over here.
O desde o nada, como los de los lunas.
What do they say?
Los
Onada?
lunas people, they're like, man, I ain't got no gas or nada.
Oh, I got no gas or nadas.
Or nada.
I would like to live out there in the dunas.
Be a good place for a farm.
Like have your own farm, grow your own vegetables and stuff,
I would totally have a horse.
and a horse.
I would have 2 horses, a donkey, two cows, a bull, like 30 chickens, because I would have to split them up between my feeding chickens, my processing chickens, and my free range chickens. You know, I'll have to do like 7, 7, and 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would also totally have I would have some guinea pigs. I would definitely have some rabbits because rabbits are a good source of protein. However, if we eat too many, we really aren't getting any kind of nutrition. And then I would totally have
A rooster.
well, that comes along with the chickens. I would have 2 roosters. I would definitely have a goose and like 4 to 5 geese because I only need 1 asshole for 5 meals. And then I would totally have a chicken coop with pigeon coops as well because we need pigeons.
Do you have a shotgun?
Of course. And we would totally have some goats. Sorry.
Sounds like you're eating
goats.
nueces.
Huh?
Sounds like you're eating walnuts.
What? No. I'm still eating Lay's.
I like Lay's, the ones with queso. Those are bomb. Or those are not Lay's, those are something else.
Yes. That's really awesome.
You
And
should.
then,
Is there where you live, Pati, you could like grow your own vegetables y todo.
yeah,
You have all kinds of terreno.
right now, no. If I got a stackable garden, I could probably grow some, like, strawberries and beans. That's about it.
So you can teach the baby how to, play on the dirt and stuff like that. It's good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen how little babies and kids right away like want to grab the tablet or the phone?
Uh-huh.
That light kind of like attracts them, and it's not good. It's better like to play with nature.
Definitely.
Oh, you were telling me that your son likes to play Minecraft, right? Sounds like nice.
So, how old is your son?
My son? He turned 9 last month.
Aww.
Yeah. He likes playing Minecraft. Yo, primero I didn't get the point to the game because I was like, what are you supposed to do? Because he was just going around like, like putting TNT and like blowing stuff up and he was doing all kinds of funny stuff. But then I played it a little bit and it was like a zombie survival kind of game. It was pretty fun. And I told my son, why don't you play like the zombie one? He's like, no, I don't like to die.
Yeah.
So he would just build stuff or destroy stuff, more than. What does your son have, a PlayStation or an Xbox?
He has a PlayStation 4 and he has a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, cool. So he's a big gamer, huh?
You have no idea. He's asking me, so currently he has a laptop, but he's asking me for a desktop because he wants to start doing YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, not cool.
Yeah, computers are basically like the best thing to get if you like video games,
Hmm.
because you can always upgrade them, and it's not like with PlayStation, you have to go buy the newest PlayStation.
Hmm. A
Oh, that's
computer you could
cool.
just rebuild.
Your son is a smart kid.
He wants to be a mechanical engineer.
Oh wow,
Right.
he's already thought of. I thought you said the last time he wanted to be a veterano.
No, I thought he would want to be a veterinarian, but he doesn't.
Because he said he likes those big spiders from Australia. He's a dolo.
He does. I thought he wants to go to Australia for his birthday. For his 15th birthday. But he prefers.
And when you go, you're not gonna be scared of spiders, potty cakes.
Oh, I'm definitely terrified of spiders. However, as Patty scared of spiders, as a mom, I have to be fearless.
But it's just like, hold it, mom. Let me put it in your head.
Then I have to be like, wait, before you want me to do what? And he's like, I want you to hold it. Hold what, my love? The spider. Oh, okay, the spider? Yes. Like, well, let me see you hold it first. And then if I see that he's not afraid of it, then I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'll be like, okay, can you put him on my forearm? Because in my forearm it just feels better because I want to be able to use my hand if I want to take pictures. And then at least that way I look like I'm cool and relaxed, Because my forearm, like, if my fingers are shaking, my forearm won't feel it.
I couldn't do that. I probably smash it, because I have like hairy arms. So when I feel something crawling on it, my instinct is to smash it. Hulk smash it.
I wouldn't be able to smash it because I would break my son's heart.
I know, see. That's why like me impresionas. You're like very sweet.
So I would definitely have to be like, okay, my love, mira, I'm okay with holding them, but can they be in a container? And then he'd be like, no, mom, they have to be able to walk around free. Okay, cool. Well, you do realize you only have me as a mother, right? Like I birthed you, like I pushed you out of my like vagina and shit. And he'd be like, yeah, mom, I know. He's like, and I know I have a Nina, and I know I have a stepmom, and I know I have, and I only have a wife that has no legal, no, absolutely no legal shit to you. Like, alright, cool, I'm just making sure, because if I die, then you're gonna go live with your dad. And I'm just letting you know that that's gonna happen because, you may not get all the cool shit you get with me right now. He's like, Mom, it's fine. I'm like, alright, cool, just letting you know. And then I'll hold the spider, like I'm a fucking pro. You want me to hold the spider? You want me to hold an anaconda? You want me to hold the most deadliest creature on the face of the earth because it's gonna make him happy? Then absolutely. And if it's my last breath, and my last breath made him happy, then I'm cool with that.
Oh, you're so sweet. I would do the same for my son. I don't know about a spider, but I would do like anything to support him, like you said.
Right. We do what we can. We do what we need to. We do what we have to.
Spiders. How about a snake?
A snake.
A snake. Una víbora. Una víbora.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cranky, we found a snake patty cakes. Así va a hablar tu hijo cuando anden allá. He's gonna get that Australian accent in him. Oh,
Una
Cranky,
víbora
mate.
para otra víbora.
Huh?
Una víbora para otra víbora. What are you doing?
Charging my phone.
You're doing something else. What are you doing?
Do something else, you said?
Yeah, are you doing like I keep hearing it clicking.
Oh, I was moving my jacket out of the way because it was hot.
No, it was very consistent. It was not a jacket. What else are you doing?
Oh, the keyboard. That's what you're hearing.
What are you typing?
The mouse and the keyboard. Like, you mean this? You
No,
mean
no,
that?
no. What are you doing? What
It's
are you
a-
typing?
No, it's a keyboard on the computer.
Right, I know it's a keyboard. But what are you typing?
Nothing. I'm playing a video game on the computer.
Okay, what video game?
Huh?
What video game?
It's called American Truck Simulator. You can see it on YouTube right now.
That sounds like a pop.
YouTube. I was kind of like shocked that you sent me a friend request on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what? Patty cakes? Oh, I'm looking thick. The thick. 1 hour ago. I'm gonna give you a like on that one.
For what?
This anti-abortion thing. Oh, I'm looking thick, and then it has a little baby. This is the thick.
An anti-abortion thing?
Huh? Doctors say drinking whiskey can help relieve cold symptoms. So bottoms up. Are you sure this is real, patty cakes?
Which one?
Doctors say drinking whiskey can help relieve cold symptoms.
I don't know, I just liked it. I was probably drunk when
Let's
I read
see.
it.
When you're sick and cold, it's been downright miserable. It knows
Well,
that simultaneously running. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just reading this to myself.
I'm very contradicting.
Oh, whiskey, honey, lemon juice, and hot water. It can relieve nasal congestion due to steam from the hot water, which is always a good thing. The whiskey helps to, according to Dr. William Schaffner, on an interview. Oh wow, ABC News. The alcohol dilates the blood vessels a little bit and makes it easier for your mucous membranes to deal with the infection. Interesting.
Mm.
I won't have to get all jodido next time I get sick.
Mm.
Are you falling asleep, patty cakes?
Nope.
Let's see what the next one you posted. Hello, Human. I've just assigned to guard you. Damn,
Why
that
would I be
perro's all
falling asleep?
grande. Huh?
Why would I be falling asleep?
Oh, because I have a boring voice. That
You think
perro's all
so?
grande. It looks like it might eat the baby. Oh, jodido.
Oh.
That dog looks cute, huh? How he's like staring at the baby.
Mm-hmm. The one that I tagged my sister on?
Oh, I think so. Is that your sister?
Yeah. Maricela?
Oh, she's pretty.
Of course she's pretty. She's like my sister, duh. But yeah, that's how I feel with Santi. Ooh, I got 2 hearts on that one. Let me see who hearted it. 1 second. You hearted it, and my sister hearted it.
I always heart your stuff. Let's see. Be alone,
Why?
eat alone, take care of yourself on dates, sleep alone, take the time to understand and love who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read this article, Patty Cakes?
To be alone, yeah.
Let's see. Love comes in many forms and shapes. We've been living in this world for thousands of years and years. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, right?
When I enjoy a cup of coffee in my favorite coffee shop all by myself, I'm peaceful. Well, you can't really be by yourself at a coffee shop. There's all kinds of gente there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's all kinds of gente buying Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
You have some interesting articles on your thing. Let's see the next one. Today my baby was going through my phone and asked why do I have so many. Who's Mimi?
Huh?
Who's a Mimi? Oh, memes. Oh, my bad.
I'm like, what? Mimi? Hmm.
He took my phone. I remember that show. Well, what was his name? Stewie?
Mm-hmm.
He used to like kick people, huh? Pinche malcriado.
Yeah.
Do you have a Valentine's date? Yes. Oh, that's funny. That's like a dad joke.
Ryan tells me that all the time.
Huh?
Ryan always tells me, he's like, Mom, that's such a dad joke. And then I have to remind him that I'm a dad.
Yeah. I say next one. See me on this weekend hiding from human contact. Oh, you like
Yeah.
kicking ass and taking names in your pajamas, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now this one I didn't get because I was looking at this and it says I need. You said I need this, and it says your butt napkins, my lord.
Like, the toilet paper.
Why would you need that?
Because it's like, the skeleton is like, your button up against my lawyer, you know?
Girls
The
don't
toilet paper
poop.
is
What
a
are you talking
button.
about?
It's a button. No, poop.
Girls, that's in my mind, and you'll never change my mind. Females don't poop. So I don't know why you would how that would make any sense, patty cakes.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany Macias and Socorro. Oh,
Socorro is la cuñada, and Tiffany is her best friend that gets jealous of Abby, who is my sobrina, which is my cuñada's wife.
you know what Socorro means?
Socorro, auxilio, me estoy ahogando, me estoy
Can
muriendo.
you
Come
imagine
help
if you
me.
have a wife named Socorro and you're looking for her at the store? Socorro,
Socorro!
Socorro. ¿Qué necesita ayuda,
Yeah,
señor? ¿Qué está pasando?
es la cuñada.
No, Socorro, no, Socorro.
Socorro. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about each one of them, okay? So Abby, she came to visit from Juarez, and we went out to a bar that night, which she ended up hooking up or meeting this guy. She didn't necessarily hook up with him, but she did meet him, and they ended up liking each other a lot. So she ended up moving to Phoenix for him because that's where he lived. And then he was just like, te quiero, pero no te amo, type of thing. Something like I would do.
What a
That's
jerk.
fucked up. Yeah, I'm an asshole like that. Which I can definitely understand him, you know, because I didn't fucking lie to you. Like, I'm telling you, like, te quiero como persona, pero no estoy enamorada de ti. You know,
That's
like,
fucked up.
that's not fucked up if you know it from the get-go, though.
It's like saying, I don't know how to put that. That's pretty messed up.
Mira, ponme a pensarlo así. Si te estoy diciendo desde un principio que me gustas como persona, te quiero como persona, pero pues en realidad no quiero nada en serio. Is that my fault? Or is that your fault? Porque diste solución.
It's somebody's fault.
Yo también no lo es, porque yo desde un principio te dije, mira, no, yo no quiero nada en serio. Yo te quiero de vez en cuando, quiero para diversión, me quiero divertir contigo, pero pues aparte de eso, pues no estoy buscando nada en serio.
So your friend's like stranded, no? Because she came from Juarez
Mm-hmm.
in Phoenix.
So she kind of came to live with us for a little bit.
That's fucked up.
Why is it fucked up? She knew from the get-go.
No, just tell her, keep your head up, you know. That would be my
Mm-hmm.
advice. Los hombres no todos son así, hay buenos que están allá afuera.
Oh no, I didn't say that. I was just like, mira, tanto como el hombre como la mujer, todos buscamos nada más una cosa. You know?
Well,
Can you make me feel good? Can
that,
I make you feel good so that I can feel good?
that would be
You know?
my advice to her. Like I was a photo, you know.
Yeah.
I'm all about making people feel better, you know.
Yeah. I'm very neutral on it.
So they came to live with you, huh?
She did.
Where did I leave off?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Because,
So are you gonna talk about this? Talk about what? You just tagged another friend.
I what?
No, I was reading your post.
Okay, which one?
Oh, it's that one that you said that you tagged your friends on.
I did. I tagged Tiffany, right? And Socorro.
Yeah. I've always
I
liked that
did
name,
something.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
Luego, a ver qué sigue. Oh, look, we were talking about spiders just a second ago.
¿Andas pero tú o yo?
Did you know the spiders have a tiny, adorable paws?
Mm-hmm.
What? That's even creepier, man. They look like horse wolves or something.
Yep.
So talk to me, Patty. You sound like you're getting bored of me.
I'm not. I'm listening to you.
ATV adoption of the House of Night vampire book series is coming.
Mm-hmm.
That little pato is all messing up, huh?
Yep.
Grown-ups are stupid. Oh my god, dude. You have no idea. No, grown-ups are not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You and your friends have to try to survive Jason at this campground in Arizona. Is that for real?
Yeah, I don't know.
What would you do if Jason was chasing you, Patty? And you wanted some of that
Mm-hmm.
cake?
I would just stop running.
You would let him hit you with a machete?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't let you hit him with that. I would rescue you. I'd be like, no, Jason, you're all jodido, man.
Yeah. I would just be like, oh, here I go.
Is that the way you sneeze, Patty? You make a. How my friends look when they sneeze. How I look.
No, do you remember Karen? Do you remember my friend Karen?
No. Was she at Verizon or what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that lady.
She was a güerita.
She's pretty. She's a pretty lady.
She's fucking gorgeous. If she would go back to blonde hair, and she would be like, es que Pati, mira, te quiero, but I only like dick. And I'm like, baby girl, do you need a strap on? Because I totally will.
Oh, look at that. She likes riding horses. I'm all
Mm-hmm.
creeping on her profile. I better go back.
Right?
She'll be like, who's Alejandro looking at my shit?
I creep on her profile.
Pinche Alejandro.
Mm,
Let's see what else you got here, Patty. You post a lot of interesting things.
do I?
I'm trying to keep my shit together. That's funny. You kind of sound like my mom right here. When drama
Yeah.
starts, other moms, I'm certain my child was not involved. And then it was one of mine, wasn't it? That's what my mom. Ahora qué hizo
Mm-mm.
Alejandro. I remember Morgan. Is that
I
how you
don't
say his
remember
name?
him.
Morgan?
Is that a girl or a boy?
He's a guy on your that used to work at Verizon. He used to like he's like into cars.
Mm, I don't remember him.
Single because why let someone? Oh, do you remember what's his name? Ubi? Or what's his name?
Mm-mm.
That
No.
that big muscular guy that used to always walk around Verizon and thought he was like que estaba bien fuerte el pinche güey. He thought he was like a Hulk or something. You don't remember him?
Mm-mm. I don't.
Can be only one who drives. You drive with both feet? No, you
Mm-mm.
don't, cause you drive stick.
I drive stick, but I don't know who you're talking about.
You posted. You posted. Can't be the. It says can't be the only one who drives with both feet, and then there's like this lady's feet, and she's like pushing both pedals. My mom drives like that. I was like, no, you don't, cause you drive stick, so you would need a third leg.
Let me fix it right now.
Why is training to kill people free, but training to save lives costs thousands? I'm all creeping on your Facebook, Patty Cakes.
Are you?
Yeah, Juan Gabriel. Can you believe that guy's still alive?
He's dead.
What? Don't say that. No, he's
He,
not.
he died like forever ago.
Don't say that, Patty.
Did you like him?
Yeah.
Oh, for you.
What's a good song? Let's see. I know all
¿De
the Juan
quién? ¿De
Gabriel
Juan
songs.
Gabriel?
Yeah.
Like, wait.
Querida.
So let me ask you.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
let me ask you a quick question. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Are we trying to be depressed? Or are we trying to be like upbeat about his music?
Upbeat about his music.
Upbeat.
Upbeat.
Then I would say querida. Or I would go with maybe así fue, but that's kind of iffy.
But querida, who is he talking to? He's like very like, querida, dun, dun, dun. Dime cuando tú vas a volver, dime cuando tú.
However, he's talking to a woman in general. You could be talking to me.
Dime tú
You
cuando
know,
vas a
cuando,
volver.
right? Because
He wanted somebody to come back.
mhm.
What if they were dead and they couldn't come back, and then like they were like, "Oh, Rosca, you know, Juan Gabriel is calling me and I can't come back."
I really believe he was good.
Maybe he was talking about like his mom or something, you know.
No, I believe that he was good.
Juan Gabriel? No, he wasn't gay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, today I heard some. Sorry, I was singing Selena to you earlier. You know, I don't have
Why
my
are you
best
sorry?
Selena voice
Why are you sorry though?
because you know I don't sing really well.
Mm, you don't care.
Bam, bam, ooh. What's your favorite Selena song?
This one I have to think about a little bit.
Huh?
Because I said this one I have to think about a little bit. Because there's a few songs that I really do like. Because there's a song that's called Dreaming of You.
Oh, I know that one. I'm dreaming of you tonight, baby.
See, I could fall in love.
Which one?
I could fall in love.
Oh, I can fall in love tonight. Isn't that the same song?
No.
And say
Because Dreaming of You is
I
like,
love
because I'm
you.
dreaming of
Dreaming.
you tonight, close together. I'm feeling the time, and there's nothing in the world. Oh, wait, no. There's no place in the world I'd rather be
Than
than
here in my room,
in your arms.
thinking about
No.
you and me. That's not it?
Yeah, that one. Or I could lose my heart tonight if you don't turn and walk away. 'Cause I could take you in my arms. I'd never let you go.
My
I could
mom, my
fall
mom
in
traumatized
love
us.
with you.
My mother traumatized us when she told us Selena had died.
Oh
Cause,
God, why?
Cause we thought we had to go to Mexico again, you know? Every time somebody died in the family, we're like, la chingada, go back already. Cause I didn't know who Selena was, you know? I was a little kid. I mean,
Wow.
I had heard her music, but I didn't know who she was, you know? I was like, what? Selena died? No, Selena. What a
Yeah.
lady, huh? She like backstabbed her and like shot her in the back. That's fucked up. That's to teach you a lesson. Not everybody that calls you their friend is your friend, and not every
Nope.
enemy is your enemy.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That's crazy. She was even helping that lady out because she was like designing clothes, huh?
Yeah,
So
that's
she's
true.
like, oh,
She
ya
is.
te doy jale, güey, ven pa' acá. And she was like,
Um,
did her all rosca like that.
yeah.
I wonder why she did it though, like for money or for jealousy? What do you think?
Mm, it's hard to say, really, because
Or maybe she was like, esta,
well,
she's like too popular, I need to take her out.
hmm
Kind of like John F. Kennedy.
yeah, that's true.
You think I'm dumb, huh?
No, why would I do that? You know what?
Because I say like John F. Kennedy.
I'm okay. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you right now.
No, it's okay.
Is that okay? Is that okay?
No, let's talk about something else. Something interesting. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
You don't think you could be interesting?
Huh?
You don't think that you're interesting?
Um, I'm unique, I guess.
Yeah.
Pero did you? Oh yeah, you said that you don't like football, huh? Because everybody was
I
making
like
a
the
big.
halftime show.
The reason I bring that up is because everybody was making a big deal out of Jennifer Lopez, and I wanted to get your insight in that. Like, what do you think?
Mm, I'm gonna get inside of her.
Huh?
Huh?
You said you were proud of her?
I said I would like to get inside of her.
Oh, I thought you said you were proud of her. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask you why are you proud of her, but now that you said that, I
Mm-hmm.
don't really know how to like follow it up with another question.
Mm,
Vote for Lillian Smith. Who's Lillian Smith?
um, I don't know.
She's running for president. Let's see. So now that we can't talk about Jennifer Lopez, because
Mm-hmm.
F-150. Oh, that's funny.
Mm,
I need to share that one because that one's funny. You're funny.
it's a sheriff.
Yeah, that's funny. And it's in New Mexico too. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what you
Yes.
think about the Super Bowl thing, Patty.
Halftime show was
Do you think it's
very.
appropriate? Hold on, let me ask you the question. Do you think it's appropriate, like for because it's like a family event, right? There's like kids watching that. It's not just adults watching it.
Let me ask you about the cheerleaders you see every weekend. The the um they're wearing. It looks like a bathing suit, honestly, because they're just wearing a bra and panties. So
Yeah,
let me ask you, do you
exactly.
think that's appropriate?
What it was appropriate?
Bras and a panties. Is that appropriate?
But who wears that though?
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders,
Oh, yeah, you're right. I
49ers
guess.
cheerleaders.
Yeah, you're right.
I
I guess
mean,
you have a point.
Jennifer Lopez's outfit was like an outfit. It was a bodysuit. mind you, yes, it was very stuck to her body, and it did give hmm, a lot of features out of her. You know, like she's part of the itty bitty titty committee. Number one, which is not a bad thing because she still got titties. The second part, you know, she's got a small waist and hips and that ass, right?
No, but don't you
But
think like don't you think it's like a bad representation of what women's bodies look like? Like you have all these like teenager girls or just girls in general. They see that and they're like they don't think they're good enough, you know. There's a lot of self hatred. So they're like, wow, look at Jennifer Lopez. She's like 70 and she looks better than me, you know.
first of all, this is a woman who has the money to be able to spend on Botox. This is a woman who's got the finances to go ahead and report to liposuction or a body sculpture.
So
I
you,
don't think these young girls are understanding the fact that
so you don't think she's
these
natural?
no, of course she's not.
You don't think like a lot of exercise and eating good and taking care of yourself like does that, or do you think it's all fake?
No, no, I never said it's not because the exercise, the natural shit, is effective for so long. But you know that she's had Botox. You know that she's had some type of a lift. She's had, you know, some type of
Enhancement.
I guess, yeah. There's been some type of something, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's gotta be true. Cause look at Don Francisco. He's like, if you look at him now, he looks the same way he looked when I was like in the 90s.
Mm, but Don Francisco was very open about the fact that he did have surgery.
Was he?
Hmm.
Oh,
He did.
Don
He was very
Francisco.
he was very open about it. You didn't see it?
Nah.
Hmm.
The only time I watched Sábado Gigante is when we went to my primo's house and his mom had it all fuerte on the TV and she didn't want to
Yeah.
cambiarle, no. She was like, ah, está Sábado Gigante. I want to see who takes the carro. I was like, alright.
Mm, mm. I can see el carro.
Ya, ¿quién se lleva la rampa para la house?
Mm.
People make fun of me. My brother, he like makes fun of me because I talk to him like that, all Chicano. He said, you
Mm-hmm.
sound all stupid, you sound all Chicano.
Oh, why? Why would they make fun of you?
Because I don't speak like that, It's like, I do a little bit, but it's mostly like when we got here from Mexico, we got a lot of we got a lot of racism from those kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
They spoke Spanish, but they weren't Mexican, their ancestors are from Spain and they've been here for many generations. So they would
Yeah.
speak Spanish to us, thinking they were all frebones and stuff. And we were like, "Well, that's not even proper Spanish. What are you even saying?" And they used to be called us wetbacks, and we were just respectful. We didn't say anything, but we just faced a lot of racism from those kind of people.
Oh, I could see that.
They're like, póngase la leva, and you're like, what? What's a leva, bro? Oh, a chamarra. Oh.
Mm.
So now it's. It's just funny how that, like we were speaking earlier, like the different dialects that there is, and there's
Yeah.
that actually there's a book written about that kind of Spanish, and it's actually a real language, believe it or not.
Hmm.
Only spoken in northern New Mexico, but it is a real language.
It is.
Yeah, it's not Spanish.
Yeah.
All that gente. Tell us something interesting, Patty. Like if you could go back to school, what would you do? Hello. I think she got bored and hung up.
Hello.
Sorry about that. My Verizon dropped the call.
Oh, okay.
Pinche Verizon.
Okay. Mm.
Are you going to sleep now, Patty?
No.
You sound kind of bored.
Ah.
So, Patty,
Mm-hmm.
tell us something interesting. Like,
Hmm.
if you could go back to school and study something, what would you like to study?
Well, I'm actually back in school.
Or yeah, exactly.
I actually did go back to school. And what am I studying? I am going back to school to be a sonogram technician.
Sonogram technician.
What is a sonogram technician, Patty? Let me tell you. So, a sonogram technician is somebody who does, um,
Ultrasounds.
yeah.
No, like
So,
pregnant women, or like
I would be doing ultrasounds for um, gallstones,
oh okay,
babies, ultrasounds for
just like using a radar machine basically.
pretty much, you know.
That's
So
cool.
are you having a baby? Do you have gallstones? Do you have kidney stones? Do you have a urinary tract infection? Are we looking for ovarian cancer? Are we looking for, you know,
Poor
something out of an, huh?
poor patient gonna get out of there all espantado. He's like, a la madre, I got gallstones and I'm pregnant también. I'm an hombre. How did I happen to?
Well,
I'm just kidding, Patty.
as it just depends on what field I'm working on, you know? It's just like
Yeah.
it just might mean that I'm gonna be working on that shit for you. I'm so sorry, mister. However, I don't have to give you the news about it. I only have to tell you that I only have to write the report on what I saw, you know?
Oh, that's true, huh? The doctor breaks the bad news.
That is true. The doctor comes in, tell you, hey, well, this is what we saw, or this is what we experienced, or this is what's going on, you know?
We'll have Doctor Alejandro come tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that sounds good, huh, Doctor Alejandro?
Well, I don't have to say any of that shit. The doctor comes in and tells you that shit.
Well, you can't wear if you're gonna work in my office. You can't use that word.
What shit?
Yep,
Oh, like,
you can't be saying shit to the clients.
I would be like, ma'am, um, the doctor's gonna come in and talk to you and tell you what is going on with the test results. So when he is ready, he'll be in here, okay? How does that sound?
That sounds way better.
Right.
What do you call somewhere where like a doctor works in the office or
A doctor?
a doctor's office, right?
Well, it would be a specialty, you know? Like somebody who does general surgery would be surgical specialties. You know, if they're doing ears or podiatry. Podiatry is also considered a surgical surgery or surgical services.
And we have to get a really cute receptionist también. And you better not be sexually
Mm,
harassing her.
well, yeah, you know,
She's like a Japanese, really pretty, and she speaks Spanish and Japanese.
dude, I follow this girl on YouTube that's Japanese and Spanish. Oh, man, she's like cute as fuck.
No
Like
way,
if
that doesn't exist. Japanese
it,
people are really racist. They don't mix with nobody out the race. You're gonna have to show me because I don't believe you.
you have TikTok,
No.
you're gonna have to create a TikTok because she's like cute as fuck.
Here, let me look for
But
Facebook. I mean on YouTube.
the thing is though that she's like really, 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 really young. So then I feel like a pedophile.
Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna look at that then.
Because
I
she's
don't
only
want
like
Chris Hansen
22.
knocking at my door and shit. Fuck that.
I know, she's only 22. So then I'm like,
I don't want Chris Hansen. Have a seat over there, sir. Have a seat over there. Fuck you, man.
right? That would fucking suck.
You know who Chris Hansen is?
Yeah, he's the guy who catches the pedophiles online.
That's fucked up, huh? Like
I know, like,
they would set somebody up like that, like like ruin them, and then they go on national TV and like bring shame on all their family and stuff. That's fucking guy.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an invasion of privacy at some point, and I'm pretty sure he'd be sued for that. He just hasn't ran across a pedophile that was smart enough for it.
No, because if you can film people out in the public and it's not against the law. I don't know if everything they did was, according to the law, but not filming.
It is against it is in Japan.
Oh, Japanese. Don't even talk about Japanese women. They drive me crazy.
In a good way or in a bad way?
In both ways.
Why?
I just like them. I like how they look. They're really pretty.
They really are pretty.
I like Koreans a little bit more, but Japanese women are pretty too. North Korean, especially North Korean. Woo.
We should totally order a male bride. I mean, a bride.
A female?
Yeah, why would I want a male? Ew,
From
gross.
Russia? You want them from Russia?
No, not Russia.
I think that's the only place they sell them. Is it Ukraine?
No, not necessarily.
I was watching this documentary about these Japanese. They have like do you know what Fight Club is? Like you know what that is, right? You've seen that movie, Fight Club?
Yes, I have.
So okay, so these guys just like fight out on the streets like that, and then they like bet and stuff, and that's how they make money. But it was like brutal fighting, it was like MMA, but out on the pavement and stuff. The Yukasa, what I think that's how you pronounce it. Something like that, Yukasa Japanese game. They're very strong there in Japan. They have some cool tattoos though. They have some like.
Have you?
Huh?
Have you watched the films from Quentin Tarantino?
Which one?
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah, which one
Easy
though?
Rider, like Kill Bill.
Oh yeah, yeah, those
Those
are
are
cool
pretty cool,
movies.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you bathing?
No,
Don't drop your phone in the water.
no, you're on my AirPod. I was putting in the tampon.
TMI, TMI.
Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted to know. You asked.
No, because it sounded like water.
Well, yeah, because I flushed the toilet.
Oh, no, but it didn't sound like a toilet. It sounded like you were like washing clothes or something.
Mm, mm,
That's
I
funny.
think I'm gonna. Well, so here's the thing. So, like, I'm kind of late on my period, and I'm not too sure why I'm late because I
Uh-oh.
haven't fucked a man in a minute. Like, the last time I was with a guy, it's been like 2 years or so. But I still haven't got my period, so then it still fucks with my head, because I'm just like, why am I late?
Maybe
You
maybe
know?
one of these persons lied to you, you know? They said they were female and they were like, oh, you know, there's guys out there that look very feminine, pero tienen pito, you know?
Mm, well, I know. I think. Well, you know. So I hope at least, because I'm very familiar with both a real one and a fake one,
Uh-oh.
and I'm very comfortable with both. You know,
Oh shit.
like I'm okay if your penis is real. I prefer a woman because they're just softer. They're just okay. I'm not gonna talk about that right now, but they're just softer. You know, and I'm very familiar with a man. I mean, I was married to a man for, let me see, I was 20 when I got married, but I was married to a man for 6 years total. So I'm very familiar with a man.
Men are the best, huh? They're all hairy and they just know how to treat
Um,
people nicely.
so overall, like, I've only been with two men, so I know what a man feels like.
Yeah.
I dated a man before. He was cool, but,
Men are
you
cool,
know,
yeah. But I get you, you know.
you know, I mean, I was married to a man and then I dated a man. But
So,
women are always my preference.
so speaking about babies, Patty, what is your take in abortion and all that? I want to hear
Mm.
your opinion.
Abortion is abortion is the worst thing that a woman can do,
Yeah.
and also the best thing that she can do. It all depends on her situation.
Oh, you're tricky. You're tricky. I thought you were
You know,
pro-life there for a second, but then you kicked in that.
I am. I am pro life, but here's the thing: I'm pro your life. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So if you were raped, if you are forced into something that you are not okay with,
Hmm.
why should you be okay with the consequences if you're not okay with the action?
Yeah, you probably have like some resentment towards the baby or something, huh? You're like, I hate you, little
If
fucking baby.
what if what if you I mean, but at the same time, why should we neglect somebody alive? It
Yeah,
doesn't matter how you came into this life, it's you're here.
that's right.
So to me, okay. So personally, if even as somebody who prefers women over men, okay, I have a drunk night right now, and you're like, hey, let's meet up. And I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. And I'm ovulating, because right now I'm ovulating. and you decide to not wear a condom, and you
Uh-oh.
decide to, and you decide to come inside of me, and you decide that, okay, cool. You know what? If I was drunk, that was my fault. If I called you, that was my fault. If I if I had sex with you, that was my decision. As a woman, I know what comes out of having unprotected sex. I know what comes from having sex, period. There's a potential risk of pregnancy. There's a potential risk of herpes, HIV, chlamydia, syphilis, you name it.
Whoa. Yeah.
They're all there. You know, it's all there. I, as a woman, as a person, decided to have sex with you, and this is the outcome. I get pregnant. Then, as a woman, my decision on telling you is my decision. What if I decided not to tell you that I was pregnant? Then you don't have a choice, right? You don't have a choice to decide whether you want to be a parent or you don't want to be a parent. If I decide to keep that to myself, that is my decision that I have as a woman. Now,
So
as a woman,
that's why a lot of kids like grow up all angry though, because they don't know who their dads are.
right?
They hate the world.
Now, as a woman, I have the choice to be able to have this baby and raise him on my own, or I have the option of getting rid of this baby, whether it be through adoption, whether it be through abortion, whether it be through, foster care.
Yeah, don't you think adoption would be a better option though? I
Right.
mean, like you said earlier, who are we to deny a life to a baby? Like the baby doesn't, like, it's not the baby's fault. The baby doesn't understand that, you know? And what if that
Right.
baby was like, came and cured like an uncurable disease, you know? That baby did something, you know? And we just took him out of the realm of this
Yeah.
earth.
So those are things that absolutely fuck with me all the time. Yes. Because I'm a very able person. I've never had an abortion before. I've never had any more pregnancies than the one that I did have. Mainly because I don't fuck around with men. You know? 90% of my encounters have all been with women. So my chances of being pregnant or getting pregnant are
Pretty slim,
very
huh?
slim to none. I would say very effective as far as birth control goes,
No, but nowadays, like, women can get, like, fake penises on them.
I mean, I've had a total, so you probably don't need to know this, but I'm going to tell you anyways because I'm drunk. So, number one, the amount
You
of
don't
times
have
I've been
to.
able to get, right. So, my son's dad was the first male man that I had slept with. Okay. And after my son's dad, I gave this man, his name was David, and he was an amazing man. And I loved him, but I was not in love with him. I gave him an opportunity, and he didn't fuck it up. I did, number one. But, you know what? It is what it is. I just don't like men,
Yeah, me neither. Fucking men.
He was really, he was an absolutely, like, an amazing person. As far as being a partner, a lover, he did everything he felt he needed to do to be able to please me as a woman.
Oh, good guy,
And,
huh?
and he was amazing in bed, in life, with little things, with big things, with all of it. He was an amazing human.
Oh, he used to buy you, like, little
But
things and stuff.
Oh my gosh. So like, era detallista, ¿ok? Y los detalles apendejan, number one, ¿ok?
Uh-huh.
So that's why I feel so horrible, you know? Because era detallista, number one, super detallista. Era comprensivo. He put my kid in front of anything and anyone and anybody. Like, it was always like, hey, well, is Ryan taken care of? And it was like, hey, look, bro, my kid's taken care of, okay? Shut the fuck up. He's like, no, 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 no. It's not that I doubt that you wouldn't take care of him. It's just that I want to make sure that I just want to make sure he's safe. I just want to make sure he's okay. You know? So
Yeah.
then they just, so that kind of that's how the
Kind of
shit
got
fucking
annoying.
gets to you. Well, not that it gets annoying, but that kind of shit gets up, that kind of shit gets to you. Like, as a woman,
Yeah.
you're just like,
Why
fuck,
wouldn't he be
man.
okay? Stuff like that.
Yeah,
What are you
like,
trying to say,
this,
motherfucker?
this man is cautious about not just me, but my child. He wants to know how my kid is doing. He wants to know, is my kid okay? He's not even just worried about me. He's worried about, like, are we both okay? Are we both good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Kind of sounds like a weirdo to me.
hmm
Like overprotective. Just kidding. I don't even know the
So
guy.
I can't say that he was a bad man.
I'm like, fuck that guy, and I don't even know him.
Yeah, he was fucking awesome. Like, I absolutely adore who he is as a human. And no matter how hard I tried to love him, and no matter how much I tried to love him, no matter how much I wanted to love him, I just couldn't.
Wow.
And then,
Why do you think that is, though?
because I like women.
Oh, okay.
hmm
No, I'm not making fun of you. That was a good answer.
It is. Because I've had a good man. I had a man who was, I had a man who was
He was everything.
not
No, he was a
only,
good guy.
yeah, and I felt super shitty, telling him that I loved him, but I was not in love with him.
That makes sense. Like you love him as a human being, but you're not like emotionally in love with them. Like you
Nope.
care what happens to them. You hope nothing bad. That makes sense.
hmm
That makes sense. I care about people like that too.
Yeah.
But like
It's
I
just
was,
hard.
uh, but like I was saying just a second ago, there's you can do like operations now where people can have like a penis and stuff too. So I don't know if that can get you pregnant. I'm not a I don't know about that,
Yeah.
but it could be possible.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's possible. I'm just talking shit.
It's no, it really isn't.
It's not, right?
Mm-mm.
Let's see what other cool stuff he posted on Facebook. So oh, oh, I seen this. A guy gets his head stuck between those two bars. What a
Mm-hmm.
guy. It could be
Yeah.
fucking snowing. Be happy with what you got. Hey, I thought you said you liked the snow, Patty.
They're like, what?
Snow.
I do love the snow.
mm.
Rain and snow are my favorite.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That broken picture with those honeybees on it. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Adult aquarium overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Did that already happen? Oh, it's in March.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Uh
So, do you not want to play with me because I'm a hoe, or do you not want to play with me because
huh.
you're like seriously into just like wanting a Wi-Fi?
I don't know how to answer that. Hey,
Okay.
you have a guy named Ali Samar on your.
Hmm?
You have a Ali guy named Ali as your friend. Simmer, Sammer,
Ali?
Ali, Ali.
I don't know.
You gotta be careful who you get as friends, Patty. You might meet some crazy guy like me.
Mm, Let me see. Oh, Ali?
Ali, yeah, Ali.
Yeah, she's from Europe.
Oh, it's a
She's a
girl?
lesbian. Yeah, she's a girl.
Oh, I thought it was a
She's
man's
from
name.
Europe. Mm-mm.
Because Ali's a man's name.
Mm-mm.
Like
I mean,
Muhammad
the
Ali,
guy.
you know?
No. Allison.
Oh, she's tricking people, huh? I'm gonna change my name
Mm-hmm.
to Alejandra.
Mm,
Maybe I'll get more friends.
yeah, maybe potentially.
I'm serious, women get all kinds of friends and people are so nice to them.
Mm, yeah.
If you are a passenger in my car, don't ever disrespect me by trying to
Okay.
sing lead. It's my car. You're automatically a backup singer. Oh, I've been a witness to that. Remember we were singing. What were we singing? Cut
Yeah.
my life into
So
pieces. This
you
is
never
my
answered my
life.
question. So
I don't know how
do
to
you
answer
know
that though, Papi. I don't. It's
why not?
complicated.
Okay. So let's like I'm a very open person, so answer it even though it's complicated as it is.
I don't know how to explain it though. It's just like it's very complicated. Oh, look at
So
that.
try.
Patty Cake wants to get married. Boyfriends do not get husbands and privileges. What?
Well,
Of
if
course
you
not.
look to see who I tagged on that, it wasn't for me, it was for my sister.
Well, hold on, let me read it. Boyfriends do not get husband privileges. I don't get it.
Hmm. You know how boyfriends try to be like cook for me, clean for me, come over, clean my apartment, come over and cook for me, and oh my gosh, I'm sick, take care of me.
Uh huh.
That's a wife. That's not a girlfriend. A girlfriend is somebody who's just kind of like, oh, cool, you're sick. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. I hope you get better. Let your mommy take care of you.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
really? I mean, I don't understand why you can't answer me. Like, how is it complicated?
It is.
Well, try me.
Let me think about it. Let's keep reading these things. A doctor and engineer love the same girl. Doctor used to give her a rose daily. Engineer used to give the girl an apple. Girl got confused and asked, "There's a meaning of giving a rose. Why are you giving me an apple?" Because an
I'm
apple a
about to
day keeps the
block you on my
doctor
social
away.
media since you don't want to answer my question.
What did you say?
I said I'm about to block you on my social media since you don't want to answer my questions.
You're gonna block me?
Well, why don't you want to answer my questions? I
It's
don't
a,
understand what's so complicated about them.
it's just complicated.
But you haven't told me why it's complicated. Is it complicated because you're married? Is it complicated because you're gay? Is it complicated because you have someone? Like I don't. You have to be able to. Like you have to tell me why is it complicated?
Cause I respect you. That's why.
Because you respect me. Because you respect me. You don't want to sleep.
Cause I respect you as a person.
Because you respect me as a person, you don't want to fuck me?
Because the first day I met you, I was like, yeah, maybe I should do something. And then, I got to know you and got to know you that you're actually a person, not just something that I can, you know, just,
Okay, so
you know what I mean? They just use and like whatever, So, I don't
yeah,
know. I
I
don't know
ran
where
into a
that,
couple.
I
You
don't
know,
know
I
where that
ran into a
happened to
couple
you.
of women like that. Like I ran into a couple of women like that. Like I'm just like, fuck, I want to lick you, but I can't lick you because you're just too advanced for me. Like I get it.
Advanced? Well, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say advanced. It's just that I see you as a human being, not just like a piece of meat. And I kind of like looked at ladies like that for a long time, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I still sometimes do, but it's not, I try to fight it really hard and try not to, like when I see a pretty girl, like the one I seen at the library, with her titties out and her ass out, wow. But I was like, Alejandro, you need to chill out, and you need to. She's probably, she probably has a brother and a sister. She comes from a good family, and I just have to start thinking about that stuff, or else
Okay.
you can lose control. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Nope.
So that's
So
it,
you're
buddy.
absolute.
That's
So you're not absolutely. So you're like seriously looking for a serious person.
I wouldn't say serious. I would like to get to know somebody, and then if that happens, it happens. But at least we got to know each other at a intellectual level instead of just an intimate level right away. Because I done it like that before too, just like intimate right away, and it never works out. People, just, it just makes stuff
Why?
weird. I guess. Does that make
Pero ¿por qué
sense?
te hace falta el rogar? Like I don't understand.
Huh?
Why? Like, ¿en qué punto decidiste hacerte el rogar?
No, it's not that. It's just like when you have like a lady, and then you do something, and then for some reason they like stop talking to you, and you're like, oh wow, I was starting to like that girl, or starting to like that guy. In my case, girl, but yeah, I'm just using an example for both people. It's like I knew her first and last name, and I knew she liked hot wings, but that's it. I wanted to know her like at a more intellectual level. Oh, she's this and that, and she's very smart at this, and she wants to do that. I don't know. That's why I started seeing you like that, Papi. Then I just got to know you, and you're just fun to talk to and pick your brain. And does that make sense?
You want to take my brain, but you don't want to do anything else with me.
Yeah, of course I do. We can go get some Don Sushi. Even though sushi doesn't really fill me up, it don't give you no tortilla taco.
I'm not talking about that, but
It's a
you
little
know exactly.
jodido.
Mm, why though?
I don't know.
Mm,
So, what did you do? Didn't you say you watched some
well,
good movies the other day? Oh, you're watching Lord of the Rings, huh?
yeah,
What do you think about Lord of the Rings?
I like it. It's a good sci-fi movie.
What would you do if you had a ring like that made you disappear?
Mm, I'm not too sure yet.
Would you rob a bank? I would. That's the first thing I
Mm,
would do.
I really don't think that money is
That doesn't bring happiness.
um
That's what you said, right? Money doesn't bring happiness.
yeah. I don't know.
That's kind of. You like talking about current events, Patty?
Mm-hmm.
So what do
I
you
do.
think about that coronavirus thing that's going around?
I think it's potentially a fun conspiracy, just like smallpox was for the natives. To how
Yeah.
many people can we get rid of because we're overpopulated?
Oh, so you think it's gonna wipe out all kinds of Chinese and shit?
I don't think it's going to wipe out Chinese people. I think it's going to wipe out Americans.
Americans? Well, that thing's not even over here.
Well, it's already in California. It's been reported in New Mexico.
No way. I'm gonna start walking around with the mask on then.
Hmm.
No, but do you think they'll find a cure for it, or do you think people are just gonna? Cause almost like over 500 people that have died, you know, and there's like these really big cities in China, like over millions of people, 13 million. I mean, can you imagine 13 million people? They're all quarantined, you know. It's like they
Yep.
don't leave their houses. When I'm asking you, Patty, is it do you think it's gonna get better or do you think it's just gonna get worse?
Hmm.
What are your hopes
Um,
to get better, huh?
that it, that it doesn't spread here as much as I thought it would be.
Yeah, me too. That's scary. Like to be afraid of your, you know, 'cause we have kids. To be afraid of your kids, like, because kids have a whole bunch of life they haven't lived, you know.
Hmm.
Not scary, but it would be like sad, you know. Like
Yeah, super fast. Not only that, because I have an infant, you know.
oh yeah, like God protect everybody, your family, and
Not only that, my sister worked really hard on being able to have him alive.
oh yeah, because he was a small baby. Pobrecito.
Well,
God is
he
blessing
was
him now.
premature. Well, first of all, he was a premature baby. Second of all, my sister only had a 2% chance of being able to get pregnant, and she did.
Wow,
Yeah,
that was a miracle baby.
it is her miracle baby. They were already looking at a surrogate mom.
He's a little minagrito from God. That's cool. You take care of him.
Hmm. Well, I was too old to be able to be a surrogate mom then. And my youngest sister was actually the one in order, but she had to lose 50 pounds, so she had to get on diet.
Do you miss him when he's not around? Like right now?
Hmm. Yeah. So the reason I got on a diet was because my sister had to get on a diet.
That's nice of you.
Yeah.
Dijiste, ya no voy a comer chucherías, nos vamos a poner aquí y a ponernos las dos en la pinche fila.
Hmm.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like my sister at all. That's really nice. So, like doing that diet, have you noticed it's helped you?
Hmm.
Ya te estás durmiendo, patty cakes.
Yeah.
I better let you get to sleep.
I'm not sleepy, number one. I'm just a little drunk.
A little skunk. environment and stuff.
Mhm. I'm watching Hancock. Have you watched Hancock before?
Yeah, with Will Smith, no? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or what is it about again, Patty?
It's Will Smith and this blonde girl. She's like really hot because she's a blonde. I like blonde.
No, but he's like a superhero, right? He's like all jodido. He likes to drink a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Will Smith has really done a lot for himself.
You
Now
know,
he's
it
now
really
he's a cop.
bothers me. Like, you're like, you really like fuck with my brain a little bit. Like, it's been a minute since someone's been able to fuck with my brain.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure.
Hancock. What a weird name for a movie, huh?
No, not really,
What would
because
they name it, Hancock?
because he explained at the beginning of the movie, a Hancock is a signature. Whenever that he's in the doctor's office, somebody asks him for his Hancock, and he's like, "What?" So he writes Hancock because that's what he thinks his name is. And it's not that. Hancock means signature. Hancock means
Yeah.
autograph.
No, I know. I think like a president or someone that signed some important paper named Hancock back in history.
Hmm. Yeah.
These Americans like some weird. Like, why do they name everything Dickies? Like Dick and Cock.
Like Richard.
Yeah,
Because we're
what?
always trying to see who's got the bigger dick.
Like these Americans like name everything after like Dick. You know, Dickies Sporting Goods, Dickie's Barbecue. Uh, can you imagine if we did that? Titos,
Hmm. Yep.
tacos,
Nope.
tacos de pizza.
Yeah, nah. I'm cool
He
with
doesn't
not
go
having those.
Tito's tacos.
Um, ew.
You're funny. Well, you already
Mm-mm.
finished that other movie, huh?
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
You must had it on a madre, because that movie's like 5 hours long.
First of all, it's only like 2 hours long, 20 hours. There's other additional movies, which is probably what you're thinking about, but 20 hours is only one of them. Because
Twin Towers, 9/11.
there's the Fellowship of the Ring, you know?
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 or 5 of them.
Well,
I fell asleep
let
watching
me
the
tell you.
first one.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was too boring. Me dormía la
Are you
fregada.
serious?
Yeah,
Why?
I didn't get into it, I guess. But then I watched it again and I was like, wow, pretty cool movie.
Well, there was a 2001, which is the Fellowship of the Ring. Then there's so from the Fellowship of the Ring, then there is the Two Towers, okay,
Huh?
where Gandalf the Great, he kind of dies because he's fucking doing shit he shouldn't be doing,
Like
and
fighting
then
demons and stuff, huh?
yeah, and then there are the Two Towers, and then after the Two Towers, there's Lord of the Rings, which is the two um. So there's the Two Towers, and then there is the oh fucking I have to think. Why do you make me do this? Why do you make me think of shit? And then there's what's
The
it
Return
called?
of the King.
Yeah. Okay. So there's the Return of the King, and then there's another one.
Lord of the Rings.
Fuck, I forget them. I don't know. I really honestly, I really don't know them all. But
Well, there's too many
the
of them.
rings, huh?
There's too many of them. It's impossible to know all of them.
No, if you're like a real geek, you would know them. But
Geeker. Is your son a geek? Would you consider him a geek? Like a nerd? No, because he likes playing sports, huh?
hmm my baby loves anime, and he's such a geek. He's such a nerd. He makes me a nerd. He makes me a geek because he likes all this shit. So then I learned this shit because if
It's
he calls me
contagious.
out on it, yeah, because if he calls me out on it, I need to know it. You know?
Yeah, anime can be contagious. Do you know what's my favorite anime? King of the Hill.
That's not even an anime. That's just.
Beavis and Butthead también. Do you remember Beavis and Butthead?
Mm-mm.
No?
So no. So I want to ask, like, this is. So number one, I'm probably drunk right now, which I really am drunk. I feel it because my head's kind of spinning a little bit, and it's just like. But am I really that unattractive that you don't want to fuck me?
Don't say that.
Because that's what I'm feeling right now. Like, I'm just asking.
No. That's not the reason.
I'm just telling you what the reason is.
Yeah. I already told you because I respect you.
Alright.
We, we were talking about something interesting, Patty. Not about sex. Sex is not interesting to Patty.
No, but it's the only thing I care about, honestly.
Sex ed?
Yeah. That's really the only thing I care about.
Me too. No,
So
I'm just
then,
kidding.
what's the problem? So, is it something wrong with me, or is it something wrong with you?
Yeah, probably with me. I think I'm gonna go to bed, Patty Cakes. I enjoy talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, it's
Okay.
already
Right.
3:30. What? Talking to you makes time fly by so quick, Patty Cakes.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you calling me or me calling you, Patty.
Right. Right.
Have a good night, okay?
Sure.
Tell me have a good night, Alejandro, sweetie pie.
Have a good night.
Alejandro,
Alejandro.
sweetie pie.
See you. Bye.
Have a good night, Patty.
Okay, bye.